Tales from the Darkside, your new addiction for spine-chilling entertainment on YouTube. Get ready to lose yourself in a marathon of terrifying tales that will keep you on the edge of your seat for hours. From bone-chilling mysteries to hair-raising encounters, each story promises to grip your imagination and leave you craving more. Are you prepared to face the unknown? Join us as we explore the darkest corners of fear and unravel the secrets that will keep you awake at night. Welcome to your new obsession with fear.
Collection is a haunting exploration of real-life paranormal incidents, guaranteed to send shivers down your spine. So hold on tight and prepare for a spine-tingling journey through the realm nobody dares to enter. Number 9. The Handicapped Man. This video was recorded by a man who had recently purchased an old house in Lumberton, Texas. It is worth mentioning that this particular house is rumored to be haunted by the ghost of a handicapped man who used to live there 40 years ago. Unfortunately, the man met his tragic end by falling into the house's pool and drowning. Since then, numerous residents and visitors of the house have reported sightings of a terrifying apparition of a man in a wheelchair aimlessly rolling around the premises. The man was in the process of renovating the old house and was documenting the before and after stages of the restoration. Upon reviewing the footage captured by his camera, he was deeply shocked by what he witnessed. In one of the rooms, a figure dressed in red can be seen moving in a doorway right in front of him. Strangely, he does not seem to notice this peculiar figure at all as he continues filming the room. Later, as he looks back, the apparition appears to float by him silently. What's even more bizarre is that the eerie figure in red seems to be seated in a wheelchair. Could this be the spirit of the handicapped man who met his demise in the swimming pool outside the house many years ago? The question remains, who or what is that mysterious presence? Number 8. The Cursed Entity. This video was recorded by a camera installed in a room, and it was filmed by YouTube user Michael D. Maddy. The purpose of the camera installation was for Michael to investigate the strange noises and sounds he had been hearing, as well as the objects that seemed to be moving around his home. To do so, he set up a camera in his living room. The footage captured by the camera left him deeply shaken. Something forcefully threw his dining chair across the room, and it seemed like madness had taken over as the front door to his apartment started opening on its own. Michael insisted that he was the only person in the apartment that night, and he made sure to lock the front door before going to bed. What do you believe could be causing these noises and the movement of objects in Michael's home? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Number 7. Petrifying Stare. The following video is incredibly eerie to watch. It takes place in a dimly lit room where a child is peacefully resting in his crib. Suddenly, something startles him awake. Within seconds, we discover what caused his disturbance. Whatever it is, it seems to be staring intensely at the child with a profound gaze in its eyes. I can only imagine the fear that must have consumed the parents upon witnessing this video. They should consider relocating or seeking the assistance of an expert who specializes in dealing with entities that hover over children while they sleep. If you were in their shoes, would you leave your child alone or not? Number 6. The instant access. This next video needs more substantial information, yet it remains quite scary. Late at night in Chile, a man captures a mysterious event unfolding right before him while he is in bed.
Sale conchetumare. Conchetumare.
The video shows the man waking up at 3 a.m. as the door slowly opens, seemingly on its own. Despite his instructions, the door swings open fully, shocking the man. Upon investigating, he finds no one inside. Many viewers believe it to be a paranormal occurrence, but the final judgment is up to you. Was it a ghostly presence or something else entirely? Number 5. The Phantom Train. This clip shows Fernando Victor, who is employed at a train station. His specific duties there remain a mystery, but one thing is for sure. Fernando always seems to be scheduled for late-night shifts. It was during one of these late shifts that Fernando unexpectedly captured something chilling on camera. Walking alongside 2 other workers by a stationary train, he unknowingly recorded a mysterious figure looming over him. Could it have been the ghost of a past railroad accident victim, or was it something else entirely? Number 4. The Gaze of the Jinn. The mysterious video in question was shared on TikTok, although the identity of the uploader remains unconfirmed. Rumors are circulating that the video may have been produced by the renowned Jordanian ghost hunter Ayab Kasmia, who has gained recognition through various appearances. Despite this, the short video is certainly disturbing.
Yee.
Within the footage, a face can be observed peeking through a door crevice, disappearing as the camera shifts its focus. Some individuals speculate that this face could belong to a jinn, a mischievous and shape-shifting being that seems to be toying with the individual exploring the area. With the origin of the video unknown, the true nature of the events depicted remains a mystery. Could it be a jinn captured on camera, or is it simply an elaborate fabrication? The conclusion is open to personal interpretation. As always, the judgment is upon you. Number 3. Mysterious unseen presence. The kitchen worker in this video was unexpectedly tripped by an unseen force. Could it be that a phantom suddenly appeared and swept his legs out from under him? This incident has truly baffled us, leaving us completely puzzled. The only logical explanation we could come up with is that the slippery floor caused an accident, which, due to the camera angle, created the illusion of an invisible force lifting his legs. However, it undeniably seems as though his feet were lifted off the ground. What are your opinions on this perplexing occurrence? Number 2. The Haunting of the Office. The video was filmed in November 2017, capturing a man working late at the office when an alarm suddenly goes off. Most people who experience supernatural events usually have personal encounters completely alone. In the footage, the man is seen working in his office when the office door suddenly opens. He decides to investigate, only to return thinking the situation was resolved. However, unbeknownst to him, the entity responsible for the disturbance was not done tormenting him. The door closes on its own, causing the man to be frightened. He once again ventures to discover what is happening. As he exits the door, it suddenly closes on its own, and the chairs move from their place as if dragged by an unseen force. A shadowy figure is also visible through the glass of the door. What would you do if you were in his shoes? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Number 1. The Unyielding Force. The CCTV footage installed at the family's house captured this incident. It occurred at night when Christy, a young woman, was putting her baby in the crib and ensuring that the baby was sleeping well. Suddenly, she was confronted by a terrifying presence that forcefully dragged her from the baby's room and down the stairs. As she struggled to free herself, the fear of being dragged by an unseen entity overwhelmed her. On the stairs, she managed to break free and hurriedly ran back upstairs to the baby's room. Meanwhile, her baby, frightened by the ordeal, began crying, and strange occurrences took place in the room as the mobiles started moving on their own. Once again, the mad entity seized Christy and dragged her downstairs, seemingly determined to capture her or express its anger toward her. This time, it took her into the storeroom and forcefully closed the door behind them. After a short while, the door opened and Christy emerged, walking slowly in an eerie manner. It appeared as though the entity had somehow possessed her or was controlling her. The following day, her sister, deeply concerned about what had transpired, expressed fear about living in the house. This incident left the entire family terrified. What are your thoughts on this chilling video? How would you react if you were present in that situation? If you found today's video intriguing, then please like, share, and subscribe to keep yourself updated on this chilling expedition into the world of the paranormal. Who knows what mysteries we will uncover next? Until next time, stay safe and individuals. Ranging from calamities of nature to acts of aggression, these incidents have profoundly unsettled the core of our society. So, prepare to be amazed, prepare to be astonished, and prepare to question everything you thought you knew. Because what you are about to witness is nothing short of extraordinary. Number 10. Massive explosion. With a population of almost 1 million, Volgograd is a large Russian city that is located 600 miles south of Moscow on the Volga River. After Stalin's death, the city's name was changed from Stalingrad to Volgograd to more accurately reflect its geographic location during World War I. First responders were called to the scene of a local petrol station fire on August 10, 2020, at approximately noon. They attempted to put out the fire, but it spread quickly and forced many to flee the area as they watched the surrounding region burn. This tragedy brought back memories of the city's epic conflict. Fuel transfer is thought to have been ignited by a static electric spark, which led to the fire, because there was a significant amount of petrol present, resulting in a tremendous explosion. The fire finally grew to be contained within an area larger than 10,000 square feet, requiring the deployment of more than 70 firefighters, as well as a specialized firefighting robot. Number 9. The unexpected arrival. The video was recorded by an individual named Garcia using his GoPro. The footage was taken at Chatsworth Park, where Brian Garcia and his 2 friends were seen exploring the train tracks just north of Los Angeles. As they reached a tunnel, Garcia filmed their decision to walk through the dark passage to the other side. Inside the tunnel, things were dark and quiet until they spotted a train approaching them.
Oh shit!
Prompting them to run for their lives. They managed to escape just in time, narrowly avoiding a potential accident.
Oh! Run! Run! Oh, shit!
Would you be willing to embark on such a thrilling adventure? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Number 8. Skydiving mishaps. This video displays a group of skydivers executing stunts during a larger event. The specific location and the individual who filmed the video remain unidentified. Nevertheless, it was circulated on various social media platforms by multiple users. Upon watching the video, the skydivers have successfully deployed their parachutes and are in a formation of some kind. Regrettably, the actions of a single person transformed this wholesome and impressive moment into a truly terrifying one. A skydiver with a white parachute collides with another member of the group, causing their parachutes to become entangled. This leads to chaos among the entire group. The most alarming moment happens towards the conclusion when one skydiver falls out of his parachute. He descends rapidly, but thankfully, it was later confirmed that he had a backup parachute, potentially saving his life. Number 7. The devastating crash of the helicopter. This footage, captured by an individual in Colombia, showcases a rapid shift from a state of calm and serenity to one of turmoil and peril within a matter of seconds. The second footage, filmed from inside the helicopter by the pilot during the crash, portrays an extraordinary event that left the passengers terrified, believing their lives were about to end. This harrowing experience intensified the fear factor. Thankfully, all individuals involved managed to survive, albeit with minor injuries for some. Shortly after takeoff, the helicopter became trapped between a telephone pole and a building, yet everyone emerged unscathed. What are your impressions of this video? Would you still consider taking a helicopter ride after witnessing this footage? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section. Number 6. Fireworks blunders. On January 22, 2022, in Beicheng, a local firework disaster was captured on video. The incident appeared to be unremarkable at first, but soon turned into a grand pyrotechnics display. 2 kids obtained fireworks from a nearby vendor, leading to one of them accidentally setting off a fire too close to the stand. This caused the entire structure to be consumed by flames. The aftermath footage showed the devastation of the stall, along with a damaged car that was likely owned by the vendor. It is truly surprising how many fireworks were crammed into such a small space. To the cameraman, the shop seemed relatively small. A few other cars were also damaged by the exploding fireworks, but thankfully, it seems that no one was harmed during this unexpected event. A single spark has the power to trigger a disastrous chain of events. What are your thoughts on this? Number 5. Inferno in the industry. This footage was recorded by a staff member at Amur Metal, an industrial facility in Komsomolsk-on-Amur, eastern Russia. The city is home to a population of over 238,000 people. The factory produces 2.15 million tons of steel annually. Unfortunately, on December 29, 2013, a mishap occurred when the workers unintentionally lost control of a piece of machinery that was pouring molten steel, resulting in it spilling across the factory floor instead of the intended area. This posed a significant risk to the workers. The incident highlighted the dangers associated with working with molten metal, which can reach extremely high temperatures ranging from 2,500 to 2,800 degrees Fahrenheit.
Смотри, что делает! Охуеть, дебил ебаный, ты дурак! Поднял еще хуже! Пиздосно! Четвертой бригаде.
Although the exact cause of the accident remains unknown, it likely caused significant damage to the factory floor. Thankfully, no injuries were recorded thanks to the stringent safety measures that were in effect. Number 4. When darkness sparks danger. This video was recorded in the garage of CCTV cameras located in the Chaco province of Argentina on May 1, 2024. It depicts a peaceful dinner the family enjoys, as captured by the CCTV cameras installed in their garage. The absence of any warning signs makes the video all the more startling. Suddenly, within a split second, disorder erupts. As the family enjoys their meal, a huge lightning bolt strikes perilously near them, resulting in a power outage and sparks scattering in all directions. An explosion took place right next to them. Nevertheless, the video does not conclude at that point. Additional lightning strikes can be both heard and witnessed nearby. Astonishingly, the camera remains unscathed and persists in capturing the scene. To safeguard the well-being of an elderly woman who was also present, the family promptly hurries indoors. Their decision proves to be correct, as the circumstances progressively escalate in danger and unpredictability. This footage serves as a poignant reminder of how swiftly a serene and calm moment can transform into a state of turmoil within mere seconds. Thankfully, all individuals featured in the video remain unharmed. Number 3. The unintended rocket launch. In 2017, a video was released by an individual showing two K-52 helicopters flying at a very low altitude in a training area around 100 kilometers east of the Estonian border during a military drill. Despite initially appearing harmless, the video stirred up controversy and ignited intense debates in Russia after one of the helicopters mistakenly discharged its rockets near spectators during a low flyby. Luckily, the rockets did not hit anyone, so there were no casualties. The Russian military admitted to the incident and reported that 2 people were injured. A preliminary investigation conducted by military authorities indicated that a short circuit in the helicopter's electrical system led to the accidental firing of the rockets. Furthermore, a cockpit video capturing the rocket's impact was also uncovered. Number 2. Improper mining. On April 6, 2024, a recent video surfaced online capturing an incident near Mostar in Bosnia and Herzegovina. The video has garnered interest for depicting a genuinely alarming scenario. Improper mining practices led to a major landslide that blocked the valley completely. The force of the landslide generated a displacement wave upon entering the river, highlighting the substantial risk at hand. It appeared as if the entire side of the valley had crumbled, instilling fear in online spectators. Different online sources have examined the video and offered diverse interpretations of the occurrence. Despite a formal inquiry that was initiated shortly after, no conclusive responses have been provided thus far. What are your thoughts on this? Feel free to share in the comments section. Number 1. Uplit lightning. It is common theory that lightning typically originates in clouds and travels between clouds or strikes the ground. Nevertheless, there exists a captivating occurrence known as upward lightning, which begins from the ground. While scientists have not yet grasped the complete understanding of this phenomenon, it has been observed that nearby lightning strikes can elevate the electric field surrounding tall structures, resulting in these upward discharges. Studies indicate that these intensified electric fields can even prompt lightning strikes from buildings as low as 10 stories. Despite the scientific community's limited comprehension of this subject, I have made a swift decision to relocate to a ground floor apartment. In closing, thank you for joining us on this enigmatic adventure with us. These inexplicable events captured on camera provide a window into the enigmatic and incomprehensible facets of our world, unpredictable events that leave us completely speechless. Without further ado, brace yourselves for the 10 most exhilarating incidents that will undoubtedly leave you in shock. Number 10. Tragedy in the skies. On February 29, 2024, in Medellin, Colombia, a woman captured a remarkable incident from her balcony. A tourist helicopter, carrying 4 passengers and 2 pilots, was expecting a routine flight. However, things took an unexpected turn when a sudden gust of wind disrupted their journey. The helicopter lost control and crash-landed on the building.
Tranquilo. No hay otra manera, quien baje por allá y yo subir por la escalera, bajar.
Por allá y por subir.
Getting wedged between it and the communications antenna. Thankfully, more than 70 emergency workers swiftly came to the rescue, dedicating an hour and a half to the operation. Miraculously, the passengers only suffered minor injuries, not requiring hospitalization, while the pilot endured a broken leg and lacerations. What do you all think? Would it be a good decision to fly in this weather? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Number 9. Tornado chase. The camera took the footage you're about to watch in the family's car. Initially, the weather seems turbulent and stormy. However, this mother and her children find themselves in a race against a tornado heading straight for them. As they realize the danger, panic sets in. Initially panicked, the mother's main concern is the safety of her kids. Despite this, she stays calm and drives towards a safer place, closer to a store. The dash cam records the car being hit by strong winds and rain from the storm. It's evident that if the mother hadn't acted swiftly, the situation could have been disastrous.
Okay guys, get ready to run. Ready? I'm not beating my ears. Just run. Just run. Lydia, don't run. Lydia, stop. Go.
What would you do if you were in their shoes? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Number 8. Orcas, the killer whale. The video, which was uploaded a couple of years ago, showcases the aggressive behavior of orcas, also known as killer whales. In the footage, fishermen found themselves in a perilous situation as an agitated orca attacked their boat, even trying to leap out of the water to overturn it.
It's coming this way. Let it jump on us. Ah! Woo!
The orca's calculated attempt to capsize the boat at the start of the video highlights its high level of intelligence. Reflecting on this incident, it is indeed a frightening scenario. If I were in that situation, I would prioritize safety and try to navigate away from the orca as calmly as possible. Number 7. Duster plane crash. The video in question was filmed on December 10, 2021, at a farm in Brazil. It was taken by onlookers who were watching a crop duster in action. This is a common sight at the large farm where the duster is usually seen. However, during this particular instance, they unexpectedly captured something very unusual. As the plane descended towards the ground, a startling event took place. The wings broke off while still in midair, a rare incident for aircraft. The Emir aircraft had been in use without any problems before this strange occurrence. Local news outlets have mentioned that the pilot survived this odd incident, although there has been no official confirmation of this. Number 6. Crash course. The footage was captured by surveillance cameras and depicts a man who appears to be a delivery person preparing to ride his bike. His occupation is inferred from the bag he puts on before leaving. Unexpectedly, as he attempts to mount his bike, he notices a car speeding towards him. Fortunately, another car in front of him prevented a collision, allowing him to evade harm through quick thinking. The cause of the incident remains unclear, but speculation suggests that the driver may have been distracted. It should be noted that this information is not yet verified. Number 5. Cyclone. The video presents something truly remarkable and unusual. The exact location of the filming remains unknown, with some suggesting it could be in Ireland, while others linking it to the recent cyclone in Australia. However, the woman in the video found herself in a surprising and difficult situation. The house appears quite beautiful, yet it is alarming to witness the door on the verge of collapsing. The water is rapidly inundating the area, causing great distress. The water level continues to rise, reaching a point where it engulfs her furniture. She expresses her helplessness, unsure of what action to take. It is truly an unprecedented experience for her. Astonishing indeed.
Wow, the house is pretty... It looks like the door is going to cave in. Coming in the door. I put everything up. I can't put it up any higher. There's like water everywhere. It's just raising. Oh my God.
If you found yourself in a scenario where you were the woman, what actions would you take? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Number 4. High-flying drama. The video showcased on the screen was filmed in the Russian Republic of Dagestan. 2 women were enjoying a swing. This swing is positioned precariously on a precipice that stands at an impressive height of 6,300 feet above the Sulak Canyon. Initially, everything seemed to be going smoothly. However, something truly remarkable happened as the person pushing the swing continued to increase its speed. With each subsequent swing and acceleration, one of the chains supporting the swing would unexpectedly snap, causing the swing seat to tilt dangerously. At one point, the 2 women found themselves heading perilously close to the edge of the cliff. Consequently, they were propelled over the cliffs. It was revealed that the swing did not meet the necessary safety regulations, resulting in its subsequent closure. Number 3. Waters of Woe. The video was captured by a bystander during the flooding in Brazil, where a vehicle found itself in a dire situation. The rising floodwaters left the car stranded in a dangerous spot, with water levels continuing to rise. Regrettably, there was no sign of the flood receding. In response, a courageous individual sprang into action to save those still trapped inside the vehicle. Impressively, he managed to rescue a woman and her baby from the immobilized car. What is unsettling is that no one knew a young child was also inside the vehicle. Thankfully, the man's quick actions averted a tragedy. If he had been even slightly delayed in his rescue efforts, the occupants would have been swept away, as seen in the video when the flood engulfed the car. Number 2. Highway Heaven. On March 2nd, 2024, in Huanchor, Peru, a camera in a car captured footage of a landslide occurring on the highway. This video showcases the devastating destruction caused by the landslide. According to Lawa's report, the infrastructure of this road section suffered considerable damage. Thankfully, no lives were lost in this horrifying incident. Currently, an investigation is underway to determine the precise cause of the landslide. There is speculation that the recent rains in the region may have contributed to the destabilization of the terrain. The individuals in the trucks can consider themselves incredibly lucky. Number 1. Rusty Deluge. The CCTV camera recorded this video on November 18, 2021, but the exact location of the incident is still unknown. The footage shows a man talking on the phone, seemingly going about his day as usual. However, in a matter of seconds, everything changes dramatically. Suddenly, a powerful flash flood sweeps through the man's house, causing a significant impact. The force of the flood is truly remarkable to witness. It is crucial to note that the water displays a reddish tint, resembling the color of blood, which signifies the existence of iron oxide in the soil. This observation implies the potential occurrence of a landslide. Fortunately, the man is seen running away before the disaster strikes, which could explain his survival if he managed to escape unharmed. In the end, in any scenario, unforeseen circumstances may arise, but we can lessen their impact by staying vigilant, taking initiative, and putting safety first.
Unstopped road.
Okay, what's the description of the vehicle?
It's a white car, I think, that's on fire. When I saw that car, I didn't even think that anybody was actually in it, the way it was going and the way of the impact.
Life is full of incredible moments that often seem too amazing to be true. But thanks to the power of cameras, we are able to capture these extraordinary events for all to see. Ladies and gentlemen, in this video, we will be showcasing 10 of the most incredible moments ever recorded on camera. The details are as follows. Number 10. The hidden dangers of underinflated tires. Every year, numerous individuals sustain severe injuries while inflating their tires. One may not realize they are overinflating the tire until it suddenly bursts. The true culprit behind such accidents is the gradual wear and tear caused by driving on underinflated tires. An example of this lesson was learned by a worker at a repair shop on April 15, 2014. While innocently filling up a tire, a routine task turned into a tragedy. The tire exploded, propelling the worker onto his back and scattering debris all around. Fortunately, he managed to get up and walk away, although his right arm was in considerable pain. A similar incident occurred at an auto body shop in China, where workers were dealing with a larger truck tire. A freak blowout caused one of the workers to be flung through the air. Fortunately, the tire did not explode while his face was near. The distance the tire traveled after the explosion is quite astonishing. If the initial blast doesn't pose a threat, the flying tire certainly does. It is imperative to regularly check air pressure, avoid driving on underinflated tires, and thoroughly inspect tires before inflating them. Taking these precautions might just save your life. Number 9. A deadly landslide. On August 24, 2023, the people of Ani village, a small community in Himachal Pradesh, India, experienced a terrifying event when a landslide threatened to destroy their town. The village was situated at the base of a mountain known for frequent landslides, indicating a recurring landslide pattern in the area. It is unfortunate that the builders overlooked the mountain's instability when constructing the village below. This disaster could have been prevented if they had taken this factor into consideration. Thankfully, the residents had noticed cracks in the weeks leading up to the landslide and evacuated the area in time. As a result, when the mountain eventually collapsed, the village was empty, saving the lives of its inhabitants. Number 8. The blazing wild berries warehouse fire. In Russia, Wild Berries is a major e-commerce platform similar to Amazon. Despite its popularity, many people are still unaware of it. Established in 2004, Wild Berries has grown into a large organization with warehouses all over Russia. Unfortunately, in January 2024, a significant fire broke out at their warehouse in St. Petersburg. Workers quickly evacuated the 700,000 square foot space when they noticed the blaze. Amidst the chaos, someone managed to capture the fire on camera. Luckily, everyone escaped unharmed as firefighters arrived. However, it took 30 hours for the firefighters to control the fire. The cause was suspected to be faulty electrical wiring, as the warehouse was built without proper approval from the fire inspector. There were also allegations that the fire alarm had been disabled after false alarms the day before. The estimated cost of the damage could exceed 20 billion rubles or $219 million, with insurers still assessing the total expenses. Number 7. Massive explosion. Hunan, a province in central China with a population of over 99 million, made headlines on July 20th, 2021, when heavy rainfall caused a river to overflow near the Dongfeng Power Group company. This led to floodwater seeping into an old aluminum plant, causing a spillage of molten aluminum. Luckily, no injuries were reported due to prior evacuations. The incident resulted in the collapse of a multi-million-dollar Chinese aluminum facility. The river overflowed around 4:00 a.m., causing a factory wall to collapse and flood the molten tank.
钱呢？
Videos captured the dangerous reactions of water meeting molten metal, highlighting the importance of safety protocols in handling hazardous materials. Number 6. Flying car. In Yuba City, California, Lily Peterson and her family were on a normal drive when a shocking event unfolded. A car flies through the air, narrowly missing power lines, and crashes in front of them. In a state of panic, Lily and Michael called 911.
Stop it,
Yes,
Carlos.
we are on the onslaught of ramp on Yuba City, and there was a car that fell off the highway.
It didn't fall off, it jumped the whole road.
Lily, still shaken, mistook the car for a rocket due to her impaired vision, as she was wearing glasses. The family started panicking, fearing an explosion. It took time for Lily to find her phone and relay information to the emergency operator. Meanwhile, Michael assessed the situation and found the driver.
Unstopped road.
Okay, what's the description of the vehicle?
It's a white car, I think, that's on fire. When I saw that car, I didn't even think that anybody was actually in it, the way it was going and the way of the impact.
A 26-year-old woman with minor injuries. She was taken to the hospital. It was later revealed that she had lost control of her car after a hit and run on the nearby highway. The family was left in disbelief at the speed and impact of the collision. What are your thoughts on this harrowing situation? Share your thoughts in the comments section. Number 5. A disturbing truth. In 2019, a video was recorded showing a woman leaving her home and returning a few days later, seemingly without any unusual events occurring. However, the truth behind the video is far from normal. The woman, very cutie, actually left to celebrate her birthday and didn't return for 6 days. Shockingly, during this time, her daughter was left alone and tragically passed away due to neglect and starvation. This disturbing aspect of the video is compounded by the fact that the woman's own mother only became aware of the situation when the case went to trial, leaving the 20-month-old daughter completely abandoned. As a result, the woman was arrested for her actions. Number 4. The figure on the roof. The video currently displayed on the screen was recorded in a small town in Colombia. The footage appears to show a figure or object trapped on the roof of a building. It is unclear what exactly the figure is, but the entire incident was captured on camera. Upon closer inspection of the roof, a figure resembling a human shape can be discerned. The behavior of this figure is peculiar, not conforming to normal human actions. The most peculiar part is what occurs afterward. In a matter of seconds, the figure mysteriously disappears. And reappears on another roof. The voice of the cameraman provides valuable insight into the unsettling feeling experienced by most people in the neighborhood. Number 3. A blood-curdling scream. The TikTok video by creator W. Dylan Nogan depicts an encounter with a terrifying creature from Navajo myth, the Skinwalker. Initially appearing as a cute baby video, it is abruptly interrupted by a distant blood-curdling scream. The unsettling encounter unfolds as the woman and child attempt to walk away from the source of the scream, only to come across another person on the same trail who appears to be less than human.
Okay, so I'm way farther down the trail and that screaming is definitely getting way louder and way closer. Hey, have you been hearing that screaming too? What is wrong with you? Oh my God!
Number 2. A massive landslide. The Bekranangal Dam is a popular tourist attraction in Himachal Pradesh, India. It is a concrete gravity dam on the Sutlej River and has the third largest reservoir in India, holding up to 9.34 billion cubic meters of water. In 1963, India's first Prime Minister referred to it as the new Temple of Resurgent India. Recently, a massive landslide occurred near the entrance, but fortunately, there were no tourists present, only 2 security guards who managed to escape in time. The guards had noticed small stones falling from the hill and were able to anticipate the danger. The Geological Survey of India has identified 22 areas around the reservoir that are prone to landslides due to unplanned excavations. Number 1. The fierce tornado. Witnessing the devastating force of a violent tornado is truly frightening. It is alarming to think that tornadoes have the capability to destroy entire towns, leaving behind nothing but devastation in their path. The video from Dr. Fetus Oren vividly demonstrates the impact of a tornado firsthand. In the footage, a solitary car in a parking lot starts to move as it is tossed back and forth by the strong winds. As the tornado approaches, the car is swept away, along with various unidentifiable debris. The storm eventually subsides, leaving behind an unimaginable amount of destruction. If you like these videos and want to see more intriguing videos like this, then please make sure to like and subscribe to our channel.
I got you. Okay, well, move. I got you.
Welcome, friends. In today's video, we will witness the consequences of unexpected incidents that possess the power to drastically change lives within a moment. From the gripping accounts of tragedy intertwined with tales of resilience, this video had it all. So, are you ready to explore the unexpected? Number 10. Lion's Attack. This video depicts a man facing a life-threatening situation, as it was a truly terrifying experience for him. The individual in the video found himself trapped on a tree branch while trying to hide from a lion. To make matters worse, the lion eventually spotted him and began climbing up the tree. The scene was undoubtedly frightening, and things did not improve when more lions appeared. The man's presence in this dangerous situation continues to baffle researchers, despite their thorough investigations. However, it seems that the lions did not show aggression towards him, which may have given him a glimmer of hope. The fact that the man's footage was shared online without any reports of him being harmed. What are your thoughts on this harrowing situation? Share your thoughts in the comments section. Number 9. Massive fire. This horrifying footage was captured by an individual in Chile during December who witnessed the devastating forest fires. The communes of Villa, Allen, and Layat in Marga province have been the hardest hit, experiencing severe consequences. These destructive fires have ravaged an estimated area of 500 hectares, or 1,235 acres. To ensure the safety of the residents, authorities have successfully evacuated at least 374 individuals from these affected communes. The intensity of these fires can be seen in the alarming videos recorded by both the residents and those being evacuated. Please share your thoughts on this video in the comment section. Number 8. The Drug Smuggler. The video, filmed by an individual in 2011, displays the brave actions of specific individuals. It is possible that this video was recorded in Brazil. The clip shows drug smugglers causing significant harm to both individuals and property. Despite not being as critical as other South American countries, Brazil remains resolute in its stance against these smugglers. The video highlights the successful intervention of the Brazilian Federal Police, who stopped the plane from taking off by forcefully colliding with its wing, causing it to break. They then proceeded to apprehend those on board the aircraft. Despite the shaky camera footage captured from the rear seat of a car during a high-speed chase, the entire incident is documented. I am eager to hear your thoughts on this video. Please feel free to share your opinions in the comments section. Number 7. A great rescue during the flood. This footage was recorded by an individual on September 14, 2023, in Atlanta, Georgia, during a period of heavy rainfall that resulted in flooding on multiple streets. The city's drainage systems were unable to handle the excessive water, leading to chaotic conditions. Officer Ryan O'Brien, a brave member of the Atlanta Police Department, was patrolling Peachtree Street when the flooding commenced. He came across a partially submerged car in the floodwaters, posing a risk of it floating if overturned. With the assistance of a nearby fire captain, they successfully rescued the driver from his vehicle. After a while, the situation became more terrible.
I got you. Oh, okay, slow move. I got you. Sure.
CCTV footage captured the rapid increase in floodwaters, with more than 2 inches of rain falling in under 2 hours. Thankfully, there were no reports of any major injuries during the flood. What are your thoughts on this video? Please share your comments below. Number 6. Collision in warehouse. The CCTV footage captured a video in a warehouse on July 10, 2011, showing a group of Russian warehouse workers diligently performing their tasks of moving boxes and retrieving items from storage. However, a disaster struck when one of the shelves was on the verge of collapsing. As workers continued their routine activities, attention was drawn to the 4 support pillars, specifically the third one from the left. Suddenly, the shelf collapsed without warning, triggering a chain reaction that almost led to the entire warehouse crumbling down. Workers frantically sought cover, uncertain if the entire structure was on the brink of collapse. Fortunately, only one row collapsed along with about a third of the row behind it. The liquid contents of those shelves, suspected to be hazardous, could be seen pooling as workers hurried out. The nature of the substance remains unclear. Number 5. Terrifying moment in mine. The employee working in an underground tunnel or mine captured a shaky video due to an unexpected sound heard while on duty. The footage depicts a sudden rush of muddy water and rocks moving toward them rapidly. Despite the alarming situation, the man manages to film the surge before running for safety. By slowing down the video and zooming in, a clearer view of the dangerous muddy water along with rocks approaching the workers is revealed, highlighting the serious threat to their safety. Being caught by the muddy water or struck by these rocks could result in a fatal outcome. What are your thoughts on this situation? Let me know in the comment section. Number 4. Tragedy on the track. The event occurred in Java, Indonesia, where a passenger train collided with a truck on the railway tracks. The cause of the collision remains unknown. A video capturing this alarming and terrifying incident has been obtained. The collision was so forceful that it led to a massive explosion. Despite the severity of the crash and ensuing fireball, fortunately, no fatalities were reported. The train company's spokesperson mentioned that the train was left hanging over the bridge post-explosion. In terms of injuries, he confirmed that most were minor, except for one individual who suffered serious injuries after leaping into the river from the train. What are your thoughts on this particular occurrence? Number 3. Massive disaster in Central Tennessee. This video was captured by an individual in Central Tennessee. The video exhibits the devastating impact of severe storms that have ravaged Central Tennessee, resulting in the tragic loss of 6 lives. Additionally, Around 60 individuals have been hospitalized due to the storms. Numerous homes and businesses have suffered damage across multiple cities. Furthermore, as of Sunday morning, approximately 40,000 electricity customers in Tennessee remained without power. The footage portrays a scene that can only be described as apocalyptic. Witness the astonishing moment when a transformer explodes, leaving the observer in shock. The aftermath of another tornado, which occurred on the same day, is also depicted, showcasing the immense destruction that is evident to all.
Oh my gosh! Whoa! The transformer just blew. Oh my god. Oh no!
It is disheartening to note that a 22-year-old employee and a 24-year-old individual sustained head injuries during these catastrophic events. Number 2. Tragedy strikes. The video, filmed at a water park in Gothenburg, Sweden, on February 12, 2024, is both concerning and surprising. The recording depicts a large fire consuming the park, with the most astonishing detail being that the fire took place at a newly built water park. Bystanders captured the event, which destroyed several water slides that had not yet been opened, including one with a 43-foot drop at the Ona Water Park in Gothenburg. The fire released dark smoke across the city, and at least 3 explosions caused debris from nearby buildings to scatter onto the water slides. Due to the recent nature of this incident, there is limited information available regarding any potential casualties or the extent of the damage caused. Number 1. Tsunami at Myers Beach. This footage, captured by the CCTV camera in Myers Beach, Florida in 2022, demonstrates how a seemingly ordinary situation can quickly escalate into a horrifying ordeal. The storm surge, with its terrifying pace, leads to extensive flooding that engulfs the entire area within a matter of minutes. As a result, the place becomes unrecognizable, resembling the aftermath of a colossal tsunami. Hurricane Ian, being the 3rd costliest recorded natural disaster, inflicts over $13 billion in damages. The devastation caused by the hurricane is evident in the video, with over 110 fatalities adding to the immense losses incurred by such natural disasters. Conclusion, unforeseen events have the potential to disrupt our lives, test our abilities, and evaluate our ability to bounce back. These occurrences can have long-lasting impacts on individuals, communities, and even entire countries. We would greatly appreciate it if you chose to like, share, and subscribe to accompany us on this incredible journey of resilience. Until we meet again, stay safe and stay prepared for the unexpected.
They'll catch you, honey. When she released, I just braced my body and poof, there she goes.
Oh! When she came flying down from about the middle of her back down, landed right here on my father's chest.
Ladies and gentlemen, children have always been known for getting caught in frightening situations that may cause them to feel frightened and vulnerable. These situations can range from mild to major incidents, eventually resulting in fatal outcomes. Ladies and gentlemen, today's video also revolves around the top 10 incidents where children were rescued by their heroes. So, are you ready to witness the jaw-dropping cases? Number 10. A distressed girl. An individual recorded the video, capturing an incident that took place in July at a large retail store in New Jersey. The footage shows a group of shoppers gathering around a minivan in response to cries coming from inside the locked vehicle. A distressed and solitary young girl was discovered, prompting the concerned crowd to immediately contact the police. Despite the compassionate efforts of some individuals, they were unable to rescue the child. However, they bravely broke the car window to save the child. The child's mother arrived shortly after and apologized, but it did little to resolve the situation. Subsequently, the mother was arrested and charged with child endangerment, but she was later released on her own recognizance. Media reports indicate that the little girl was placed under the care of her father. This incident should serve as a valuable lesson, highlighting the potential risks involved in leaving a child unattended in a vehicle.
We just discovered her about 10 minutes ago. And we notified the manager.
Oh my god. Oh, you're so
She's soaking wet.
I know. Off the work.
What are your thoughts on this video? Let me know in the comments section. Number 9. Animal Attack Rescue. The security camera footage captured the incident where the father picked up his daughter from preschool and drove her home. Upon getting her out of the car and briefly leaving her alone to retrieve a toy, a coyote seized the opportunity to approach the little girl. The father acted swiftly, rescuing his daughter from the coyote's grasp.
He's definitely the hero, and I feel like he really saved her life. I don't know what would have happened if he wasn't there.
Concerned that the animal might return, he threw a water bottle to deter it. After ensuring his daughter's safety, he handed her to his wife. Later that night, at around 9 p.m., the coyote returned. Shira had seen coyotes before, but didn't expect them to be so aggressive.
Actually, the same night, it came back here around 9 p.m.
In another case in Connecticut, a raccoon scared a 5-year-old girl by clinging to her leg. Logan, the mother, quickly protected her child, worried about the raccoon possibly having rabies. Despite the animal's growling and snarling, she managed to remove it and even warned a neighbor about the situation.
I grabbed it by the scruff of the neck. It was growling, it was snarling. I think that mom instinct just kind of kicked in and...
The raccoon was eventually sent flying, and thankfully, the girl was unharmed.
He was vicious. He absolutely wanted blood, and I knew if I had just dropped him, he was going to come back up and start attacking me.
Number 8. The fall in the shop. This footage was captured by a CCTV camera positioned inside the store back in 2019. The scenario unfolded within a retail establishment, where two females engaged in a thoughtful discussion regarding the potential purchase of a firearm. Meanwhile, an unattended infant occupied a glass counter, precariously attempting to maintain his balance, tips over. Fortunately, the store manager promptly intervened and rushed towards the infant just in the nick of time.
I just knew the baby wasn't being watched, and it looked unstable, and I just ran that way almost before it started to fall.
It would have been better if the child's mother and grandmother had been more attentive to the infant on the counter, said the manager. Number 7. The heroic action of twin brother. In this footage, captured by a CCTV camera in a room, 2-year-old twins Brock and Bob can be seen playfully climbing up their dresser. However, the situation becomes dangerous when the dresser tips over and traps Brock underneath. Brock cries out for help, causing Bob to quickly respond. Bob first tries to push the dresser but fails. He then tries pushing from the other side, but the dresser doesn't budge. After assessing the situation, Bob decided to lift the dresser, but his attempts were unsuccessful. After several unsuccessful attempts, he successfully shifted the dresser to free his brother. He is dubbed a true-life miniature superhero. Their mother promptly anchored the dresser to the wall to prevent further mishaps. Number 6. An incredible catch. The astonishing footage was captured by the CCTV camera in the nursery, showcasing the entire incident involving Tyla Levy, a 35-year-old mother. In a brief moment of distraction, Levy momentarily turned away from her 11-month-old son, Ethan, who was on the changing table. To every parent's worst nightmare, the baby began to roll and eventually fell over the edge. However, in a miraculous turn of events, his 9-year-old brother Joseph swiftly caught him.
I just yelled mom because I saw the baby, and I just ran and I caught him. But I can't even carry him, so I don't know how that happened, and I can't even run that fast either.
He promptly called out for his mother upon spotting the baby, and swiftly moved to apprehend the child. He managed to successfully capture the little one. What are your impressions of this remarkable event? Number 5. The Brave Dad. The terrifying event on a sky ride in upstate New York is captured on camera in this 2017 footage that Lauren took. Matthew Howard saved a girl who was about to hang by her neck.
I yelled up to her, "Let go, I promise I'll catch you."
By acting bravely and catching her as she dropped. The younger sibling of the girl looked on in horror as his sister hung on for dear life. Below, Matthew and his daughter Leanne watched the horrific incident play out. The child was suffocating and her brother was screaming. But Matthew caught her as she fell to the ground, both of them unconscious for a moment.
They'll catch you, honey! When she released, I just braced my body and poof, there she goes.
Oh! When she came flying down from about the middle of her back down, landed right here on my father's chest, which knocked them both down. And when I realized what was going on, I put my hands out to catch her neck and her upper back.
They received prompt medical attention at a neighboring hospital. After this incident, would you like to take this kind of ride again? Number 4. Braving the Blaze. The video was recorded by an individual in France in 2020. It appears to be quite terrifying to watch, as it shows an incident where a fire broke out in a house. This incident had everyone holding their breath as a boy was seen dangling from the window of an apartment building. A crowd of people gathered in the footage to catch and save him from the fire on the ground, and to take the children to the hospital for smoke inhalation. In the video, a group of people successfully caught the child. But unfortunately, some of them were injured by the fall from the window. The Samaritans who helped them needed treatment for fractured forearms. What are your reflections on this alarming incident? Number 3. Heroes of the Flames. In 2018, a firefighter in Georgia documented a harrowing incident on video.
The second floor burning. People look like they're trapped in there.
You said people look like they're trapped inside?
Yes. I hear people screaming.
The recording highlights the courageous efforts of Captain Jackie Pacrella and Captain Scott as they save a family trapped on the second floor. The footage depicts individuals stuck inside, with the father of a toddler making a daring move by tossing the child off a rescue ladder. Despite the child being caught upside down, Captain Scott's troop executes an amazing catch, showcasing exceptional skill. He calmly directs the father to release the child, leading to a successful rescue. Initially, Captain Peckrell intended to aid the family on the balcony while another individual brought them down. Due to the prompt actions and courageousness of the initial responders, no individuals experienced severe injuries. Number 2. The Daring Delivery Man. The video was captured by an individual who happened to be present in Vietnam in 2021. It shows a toddler holding onto the railing of a 12-floor balcony. The circumstances that led to the girl being on the balcony are unknown, but the situation was truly alarming. Thankfully, she fell but managed to survive. A delivery driver noticed the child's dangerous position, acted quickly, and caught her just before she hit the ground. Despite suffering a hip fracture and some minor injuries, the little girl was taken to the hospital, where her life was not in danger. What are your reflections on this event? Number 1. The Brave Act. The CCTV camera captured this footage, although the exact location remains unknown. The video displays the courageous act of a man who attempted to catch a falling boy using only his bare hands. The footage from the CCTV camera reveals that a passerby passenger heard a scream while entering their car. Upon witnessing the incident, the individual rushed to offer assistance. The boy had fallen from the second floor of a building and was caught by the man just before hitting the ground. Fortunately, the boy remained unharmed due to the brave actions of the man, who arrived just in time. Following the incident, a crowd gathered to witness the scene, relieved to see that the boy was safe. What are your thoughts on this remarkable event? As we conclude this touching video that highlights the rescue of children from harrowing situations, we are reminded of the immense impact that compassion, bravery, and quick thinking can have in critical moments. If you like this video, then please show your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. We sincerely appreciate your continued support.
Just lost power down here on the hill. 209, you might want to back your unit up.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the fast-paced world of today, dash cameras have become an essential tool for capturing unexpected moments on the road, from catastrophic collisions to hair-raising near misses. The footage captured by dash cameras serves as a sobering reminder of the importance of vigilance, caution, and preparedness behind the wheel. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we will be witnessing the thrilling dash camera footage that will surely leave you on the edge of your seat. So without any delay, let's begin. Number 8. Road Rage Rampage. This video was captured by a dash camera on an interstate in Orlando, Florida. It documents a driver's and his passengers' actions as they reacted to an aggressive sports car tailgating them.
Yo, who you trying to fish there?
The driver, who has a dashboard camera installed, initiates a brake check.
With no front bumper, but he thinks he's a race car shit. Yo,
An action that appears to be against the law in Florida, which leads to the sports car driver allegedly rear-ending his vehicle.
what the wanna do, bitch?
Later on, the sports car driver overtakes him, only to encounter him again shortly after. According to the dashcam driver's account, the sports car driver displayed a firearm. Despite being warned, the dashcam driver confronts the armed motorist, leading to a heightened threat. Surprisingly, the dashcam driver was also armed. When the other motorist displays the gun again, the dashcam driver takes brave action. He aimed at the silver car and fired 4 shots through his windshield, shattering the glass and alarming his passenger. Afterward, the dashcam driver exits the highway and immediately contacts the authorities to report the situation. Marco Mazzetta asserts that he perceived a threat and acted in self-defense, using his valid Florida concealed carry permit. Number 7. Street Chaos. On November 19, 2017 in Florida, dashcam footage captured a pair of police cars responding to a traffic stop. The footage shows that a small aircraft was observed circling slowly. Yet it soon became evident that the aircraft was descending and heading straight towards the police cars. The airplane's right wing collided with a tree, resulting in the aircraft spinning out and eventually coming to a stop on the side of the road. Moments ago, the small aircraft departed from a close airport carrying a pilot and a passenger. Regrettably, soon after departure, the plane's engines began to malfunction. The pilot quickly notified the airport of the problem, voicing concerns about returning safely. Despite the pilot's limited options, due to the worsening condition of one engine, an emergency crash landing was inevitable on the street. Remarkably, both the pilot and the passenger managed to escape with minimal injuries, defying the severity of the crash. Number 6. Wreckage on wheels. The footage was captured by a dash camera in Street Augustine, Florida, showing a tractor trailer traveling in the far right lane. Suddenly, a semi-truck transporting 60,000 pounds of sand crashes into the side of the tractor trailer in the lane next to it, resulting in a violent flip that separates the cabin from the trailer. The driver of the impacted semi-truck is visibly shocked.
Holy!
Concerned drivers stopped to help the injured driver trapped in the cabin. Despite 2 fractured legs and multiple injuries, the driver miraculously survives.
Brian, I just got into a real bad accident.
The dashboard camera operator reveals that the driver fell asleep at the wheel, causing the crash. This serves as a strong reminder to take a break when tired while driving a heavy truck. Number 5. Hurricane Ida. A dash camera recorded this video in Louisiana in 2021. Louisiana was struck by a devastating Category 4 hurricane named Ida. The video footage showed a semi-truck being tossed around by the powerful winds of a tornado in Pennsylvania. Despite the traffic light changing to green, the driver remained stationary as the winds grew stronger and visibility worsened. A prediction of moderate flooding was also issued, with the river expected to exceed flood levels. When the water reached 10.0 feet, numerous homes became isolated due to high water, leading to evacuations. The forceful winds caused the truck to flip over, causing the dash cam to dislodge and reveal the driver still inside.
Begins to enter some basements. Impact at 10.0 feet. High water isolates several houses, resulting in some evacuation.
A man driving a van in front of the truck quickly came to the driver's aid, helping him out of the truck, and they took refuge in a nearby building. Fortunately, the driver only suffered minor injuries. Number 4. Catastrophic collision. The dashcam video was taken at Hobo Jungle Park around 3:00 a.m. on October 15, 2005, showing a police officer's response to a reported collision. While en route to the accident, the officer encountered dense fog, causing him to stop. Shortly after, the dashcam recorded the officer smelling a chemical odor coming from the south. Suddenly, a massive explosion occurred, resulting in a fire at Dole Yard. The officer quickly recognized the fire and immediately called for the power to be cut off, instructing others to move away.
Explosion, Hobo Jungle. We may engulfed in flames. Phil 90, all right?
Damn, oh.
We just had a huge explosion. We've got a massive fire out here on Dudley here at the Riddle Yard. All kinds of stuff on fire. Just lost power down here on the hill. 10-4. 209, you might want to back your unit up.
Get your ass out of my way! Get the hell up out of here!
The officer narrowly escaped the explosion that was triggered by a train crash in the nearby railroad yard. The crash had caused a rupture in a tanker carrying highly flammable compressed gas called propylene. Initially, upon arrival, the officer observed a fog caused by the gas, which had not yet ignited. However, the gas eventually reached a nearby residence and was ignited by a water heater, leading to a significant explosion. If the officer had driven into the gas fog with his patrol vehicle, it would most likely have been engulfed in flames. Thankfully, no police officers or railroad workers were injured. However, approximately 3,000 residents within a 1-mile radius were advised to evacuate. The significant communication deficiencies among the police, fire department, and rail yard tower personnel were brought to light by this tragic incident. Number 3. The power line blast. The dashcam video was recorded inside the police car by Surgeon Hemhauser of the Manchester Township Police Department. The event occurred on the night of Sunday, April 14th, in Manchester County, New Jersey, in 2019, amidst a thunderstorm, showing a power line collapsing at the junction of Route 70. The following day, on Monday, April 15th, the wire became entangled with a traffic light at Jersey Central Power, prompting authorities to intervene and untangle the wires. Coincidentally, Surgeon Hemhauser happened to be parked at the intersection, enabling the incident to be recorded on the dashcam of his patrol car. In the footage, the worker can be observed attempting to untangle the wire, but upon contact with the wet road, it unexpectedly ignited into flames. Startled, the worker dropped the wire and swiftly retreated to a safe distance. An investigation was subsequently initiated by Jersey Central Power and Light to ascertain the reason behind the live power line. Number 2. Smash-up spectacle. This video footage was captured by a CCTV camera in Indianapolis. At an intersection, an SUV can be seen approaching a red light. Simultaneously, a pedestrian enters the crosswalk. However, the SUV disregards the red light and continues driving. Suddenly, a car coming from the left collides with the SUV, causing it to veer towards the pedestrian. Miraculously, the pedestrian narrowly avoids being hit. The SUV then landed on top of another car that was approaching the intersection. As a result of this chain reaction, a total of 6 cars were impacted by the crash. Fortunately, according to the driver with the dashcam, no one sustains any serious injuries. This incident serves as a reminder to always follow traffic signals. Number 1. Inferno explosion. This footage was recorded by a dash camera installed in a police cruiser located in New Jersey. The video presents a truly alarming incident that will leave you in shock. Numerous reports were received by the police from residents in the area, alerting them to a strong smell of gas in the air. In response, the police, firefighters, and utility workers promptly arrived at the scene and initiated a search to locate the source of the gas leak. As a precautionary measure, 75 houses in the neighborhood were evacuated. Unfortunately, after some time, an explosion took place, causing widespread damage. The force of the explosion completely obliterated a house from its foundation, despite it being unoccupied at the time due to ongoing renovations. Regrettably, 15 individuals sustained injuries, with the majority being utility workers and firefighters. Some of them were in critical condition and had to be airlifted to nearby emergency rooms. Although it is believed that a rupture in a 2-inch gas main caused the explosion, the exact reason for the breakage and the ignition source remain unclear. In conclusion, observing these distressing moments serves as a poignant reminder of the significance of staying alert and being cautious behind the wheel. It underscores how swiftly life can be altered in just a few seconds.
Run! Run!
Guys, wait! Oh.
No, mira, la sombra blanca, ¿sí la viste? Sí. Ahí yo fue que ya comencé a sentirme mal. ¿Por qué? Porque mira, a ver, eso yo sí lo vi claramente, así de reojo. Mira, sí, sí viste, eso sí.
Hello and welcome, fellow seekers of the strange and mysterious. Today, we delve into the realm of creepy occurrences that will make your skin crawl and your heart race. Join us as we uncover tales of the unexplained and the unsettling, and prepare to be captivated by the eerie and spine-chilling events that defy explanation. Number 8. Hide and seek. This video was recorded by a father in a mobile camera who captured a perplexing event that took place while he and his spouse were engaging in playful activities with their kids before bedtime. Typically, their nightly ritual entails games such as tag or hide and seek. The father had a suspicion that either his wife or child was hiding in the closet, so he waited patiently for them to reveal themselves. However, when he finally opened the door, he found no one inside. This unexpected discovery left the father feeling uneasy, particularly since he heard a mysterious voice just before the door began to move. After examining the recorded material, the father discovers proof that validates his encounter, establishing that it was not a mere figment of his imagination, but an actual auditory experience. Although there is no rational explanation for this unexplainable event. Number 7. A skinwalker. The campers were peacefully resting in their tent in the forest at night. Suddenly, they were startled by a chilling screech emanating from the vicinity. Intrigued by the sound, they unzipped the tent and cautiously peered outside.
Wait. Dude. What was that? Yo, I'm gonna check on Preston. 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 Yo, what the? Yo, what?
To their utter amazement, they were astounded by the sight that greeted them in the grass. The mysterious figure before them left them all perplexed and filled with a sense of dread. The appearance of the figure was truly terrifying. As two of the campers decided to flee from the creature, leaving their bewildered companion behind, he was left in a state of confusion, trying to comprehend what they had just witnessed. Summoning his courage, he mustered the determination to investigate further, but his search yielded no results. Overwhelmed by fear, he sprinted after his friends, desperately hoping to catch up with them. In his haste, he glanced back, only to find the figure still standing by the tent.
Run! Run!
Guys, wait!
Run!
Oh.
This encounter leaves one pondering deeply. What are your thoughts on this? Feel free to share in the comments section. Number 6. Mysterious Shadow. The video was captured by Tracy Linehan, a resident of Liverpool. While she was alone at home, Tracy noticed something unusual in her peripheral vision and decided to record it. A figure's silhouette was visible at the window, but upon investigation, Tracy found no one there. However, when she moved back, the figure reappeared. Before this incident, Tracy was reminiscing about her late father with her eldest daughter when the mysterious figure appeared at the window. What truly disturbed Tracy and her family was that upon reviewing the footage, they noticed what appeared to be another hand holding on to Tracy in the reflection. What are your opinions on whether this might be the ghost of Tracy's deceased father, or if there is a darker explanation behind it? Let us know your thoughts. Number 5. The Ghostly Manor. This footage was recorded by Goose TX, a well-known French YouTuber specializing in creating bone-chilling content centered around ghost hunting. His series, called Sasso, takes him to remote areas of France, where he explores haunted locations and investigates paranormal activities. This video showcased that Goose TX spends the night in a creepy house that has been reported to have strange occurrences. The owners have witnessed water puddles appearing out of nowhere, missing items reappearing in unusual places, doors opening and closing on their own eerie voices, and the sound of loud footsteps echoing through the halls. Despite hearing footsteps on the attic stairs, Goose TX finds no one when he investigates. To his surprise, he discovers that the attic lights are mysteriously off. Even though he had turned them off before going to bed. The source of these unsettling noises remains a puzzle for Goose TX. What are your thoughts on this video? Number 4. Ghost in the Hall. Carrie Wilkes filmed this video, which has a rather disturbing backstory. 9 years ago, James McLean uploaded the video on YouTube, naming it Ghosts in the Hall. According to James, he claimed that he caught a faint sound of a guitar being strummed at the rear of the trailer while he was visiting his mother's residence with his son. Fearing that his account would be dismissed if he merely recounted it, he decided to document the unsettling occurrence.
See? Hello?
As various objects began to tumble and crash from the wall, James became overwhelmed with panic and hastily departed the premises. Logical Velocity, the user, left a comment on the video, disclosing that James, who was a close friend, had experienced the loss of a friend in that exact room several years ago. James and his mother resided in the trailer, where peculiar incidents were frequent. James used to have dreams of his departed friend sitting on his bed, engaging in conversations with him.
Jesus Christ!
Additionally, the video documented a mysterious figure peering around corners and causing disturbances by banging on the washer and dryer. In 2019, James was discovered deceased in the room where the guitar sound emanated. As further details of James's unfortunate demise come to light, the tale takes on an even more unsettling quality. The enigmatic presence lurking adds a chilling dimension to the story. Do you think these occurrences are linked to the paranormal? Had James actually witnessed the supernatural? Number 3. The Malevolent Hand. The Athens, Georgia Public Utilities Department has captured a unique video for educational purposes aimed at children. This video serves as a demonstration of what should and should not be flushed down a toilet. The footage showcases a drone camera skillfully navigating through an extensive sewer system. At first glance, everything appears to be normal, but as the camera progresses, it encounters something rather peculiar in the murky water. A small, pale torso emerges, seemingly disturbed by the camera's presence, and a chilling hand reaches out as if attempting to grasp the lens. The identity of this mysterious figure remains unknown. They have confirmed that the footage is currently being investigated, leaving this eerie encounter shrouded in mystery for now. Number 2. The Haunted Possessions. Juan and Nicole, a married couple, were enjoying a pleasant evening watching a scary movie with their friend in their living room when their CCTV camera captured a remarkable video. The video footage, which was captured by a CCTV camera, showcases the most intense poltergeist activity ever documented. This was not the first time the couple had encountered such paranormal phenomena. In their previous residence, they had experienced a similar encounter, leading some to speculate that they were being pursued by a particular entity. In the CCTV footage, the couple in the living room were busy watching a scary movie. Disturbing occurrences unfolded, leading them to review the footage recorded by their security camera. However, their unease only intensified as they watched the footage. Amid the video, their friend claims to have witnessed a stuffed bear on the couch moving on its own. Initially, the couple dismissed it as a mere illusion, but something even more unsettling happened shortly after. An elusive silhouette momentarily showed up on the camera before vanishing swiftly behind the sofa.
No, mijo, esto tenemos que subirlo. Esto, mijo, uy, si es que hay alguien que sabe de estas cosas, que nos ayude.
Yo me quiero ir.
No. Mira, la sombra blanca, ¿sí la viste? Sí. Ahí yo fue que ya comencé a sentirme mal. ¿Por qué? Porque mira, a ver, eso yo sí lo vi claramente, así, de reojo. Oye, ¿por qué te... Mira, sí, uy, sí viste, eso sí.
Yo no sabía para dónde ir.
Perplexed by the scene, they began investigating the mysterious individual, only to witness strange events. Objects in the living room started moving on their own, prompting them to quickly leave due to the dangerous phenomenon unfolding. The events that unfolded after the door automatically closed continue to baffle the couple. Nonetheless, the disconcerting aspect of the situation cannot be denied. What are your thoughts on this clip? Number 1. The Battle of the Boot. This TikTok video has gained significant attention, leading many to believe that the ghost hunter's footage is authentic. Within a dilapidated abandoned house, supernatural occurrences and ghostly figures can be seen. The man in the video witnesses strange incidents of the door repeatedly opening, as if someone is toying with it. In an attempt to uncover the source of this prank, he resorts to kicking the door, but his efforts prove futile. Instead, the bizarre happenings escalate.
هذه كلها تتحرك كل هذه كلها بسم الله لا اله الا الله اعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق لا اله الا الله لا اله الا الله.
Reaching a chilling climax when the man exits the house and the banging on the door becomes louder and more foreboding. These videos certainly evoke a sense of fear. What are your thoughts on it? In conclusion, paranormal occurrences can be unsettling. These creepy occurrences remind us that the world is full of wonders and mysteries that are yet to be fully understood. They encourage us to question our assumptions, embrace the unknown, and remain open to the possibility that there are forces at work in the universe that are far beyond our current comprehension. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the unknown. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more bone-tingling content. See you in the next video. Take care.
As you can see, she was yanked off the bed. This was not a fall.
Will you open the door for me, please? I have just seen something. I have just seen something.
Greetings, everyone. Our today's video revolves around the mysterious and unexplained paranormal entities witnessed in real time. The fascinating journey into the unexplained is waiting to be explored. So, are you brave enough to discover the unknown realms together? Number 5. Spooky Manor. The following video has been recommended by a person named Armando Caesar. According to him, the video features a woman who has been working as a house cleaner in an old house for numerous years. She typically cleans the house at night and often hears voices and footsteps from the floor above, even though no one else is present. One night, the woman's friends challenged her to clean the house with the lights off and document any strange occurrences. Initially hesitant, she eventually agreed to the challenge in order to prove to her friends that she is not crazy and that the house is genuinely haunted. However, little did she know that this decision would become one of her biggest mistakes. Late at night, in the darkness, the woman is in the house, and this is what she has captured.
Have I to really cope there? Huh? What? God. You can't scare me, you bastard. I'm coming. Farhan?
Initially, while recording the video, she witnessed several doors banging on their own. But after a peculiar event unfolded near the door, she noticed a faint figure with a pale complexion peering at the woman from behind the door. Strangely enough, it seems that this figure had been standing there even before the camera was directed towards it.
Will you open the door for me, please? I have just seen something. I have just seen something.
At this point, the woman has seen enough and decides to conclude the night. Considering all the incidents documented in this video, one cannot help but ponder if something supernatural truly occurred. If that is indeed the case, then the dare she embarked upon can be considered a success. Nevertheless, the video lacks substantial evidence to determine its authenticity. Therefore, it is up to your own judgment to arrive at a conclusion. Number 4. The ghostly hillside residence. Have you ever heard about the spooky happenings at the infamous Hill House in Mineral Wells, Texas? Well, it's said to be one of the most haunted places in the United States. Catherine and Edward Estes, the owners, actually allow guests to stay overnight and have their own supernatural encounters. People have reported hearing strange voices, feeling scratches and bites, and even having objects thrown at them. It's so terrifying that most guests can't even make it through the night. There was this one time when a group of friends who didn't believe in ghosts decided to have some spooky fun and visit the Hill House. Little did they know, their beliefs were about to be challenged. Victoria, one of the friends, jokingly taunted one of the spirits while lying on a bed. But things took a terrifying turn when she was forcefully pulled off the bed. The whole group was shocked and ran out of the room.
As you can see, she was yanked off the bed. This was not a fall. And then they ran out. We're going to rewind that and we're going to show you in regular screen.
Later that night, around 3:00 a.m., a man named Drew decided to test the paranormal activity for himself. He boldly entered the same room and started aggressively taunting the ghost, challenging it to attack him. And guess what? He was violently shoved, proving that there was something supernatural going on. After these strange incidents, the haunted Hill House gained a lot of attention both online and in the news. A reporter named Shan Gigi from the local TV station WFAA even visited the house to interview Catherine and Edward.
Did you hear that?
In the middle of the interview, we heard something scratching. My microphone didn't pick it up very well, but I'm being completely honest when I tell you I heard it clearly.
Little did he know, he was in for his own paranormal experience, which was all caught on camera. Would you be brave enough to spend a night there and challenge the spirits? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Number 3. Disturbed by the supernatural. In this video, we are introduced to a woman named Lauren Combs, who resides in a secluded house. Since moving in, she has been experiencing a disturbing feeling that suggests the presence of supernatural entities. Despite her attempts to dismiss these sensations, there have been several instances where her dog, Luna, has reacted to unseen forces, as well as other strange incidents that are believed to have paranormal origins. While most of these occurrences are unsettling, the most recent footage captured is particularly alarming. The events took place late at night in Lauren's living room. Realizing that she can no longer ignore the situation, she decides to document these happenings and seek assistance from experts. The video she shares shows her dog whimpering before an object mysteriously falls on its own. Shortly after, the doorbell begins to ring without anyone being present at the front door. Viewers have advised against opening the door, as they believe that whatever was ringing the bell may have entered the house. Although it remains uncertain if something has indeed entered, in a subsequent incident at 3 a.m., Lauren's hair is unexpectedly pulled by an unseen force, initially leading her to suspect her cat's involvement. What are your thoughts? Is Lauren truly being haunted, or is there another explanation for these occurrences? Please feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section. Number 2. Eerie apparition within the shopping mall. The video originates from an individual who is employed during the night shift at a department store situated within a mall. Curiously, peculiar sounds are frequently heard within the store, although the employee remains uncertain about the exact nature of these occurrences. The footage reveals an unexpected and eerie moment when a small figure, resembling a child, materializes behind the employee.
What's going on, guys? Making a video. It's been a couple days since I made the last one. I'm feeling good. That was... Yo! Hello? What the f*** going on? Christ, it was behind me.
As always, I'm curious to know your thoughts on this. Do you think it's paranormal, or is there another explanation? Let me know. Number 1. Eerie Laboratory. Danny and Dominic, the famous Czech ghost hunter duo from the YouTube channel TV Twix, embarked on a mission to explore an abandoned laboratory in the Czech Republic. This place has a dark past filled with controversy and tragedy, as employees were subjected to horrifying experiments involving dangerous chemicals, some of which resulted in fatalities. Even years later, locals claim that spirits still linger in the building, consumed by fear and anger. In the dead of night, around 4:00 a.m., Danny and Dominic stumble upon a room containing a solitary bed frame, possibly belonging to one of the lab workers. They activated the remote device and soon realized that something was awry. The bed frame starts to vibrate and then suddenly moves towards Danny. Will Danny and Dominic uncover any proof of the supernatural? Is it possible that they encountered the ghost of a former employee who suffered through terrifying tests? Share your valuable thoughts with us. Thanks for joining me on this thrilling journey, exploring the world of unexplained mysteries and supernatural events. I hope these stories have sparked your curiosity and enchanted you with their enigmatic charm. Remember to show your support by liking and subscribing to more thrilling stories. Stay safe and prioritize your well-being when encountering the unfamiliar. Until next time, take care. Welcome back, paranormal enthusiasts. Today, we will be exploring some truly unsettling paranormal events that have ever been documented on camera. From mysterious apparitions to strange voices, these recordings will leave you questioning the very existence of the other side. So, are you ready for a spine-tingling journey into the unknown? Number 13. A young lady returned to her hotel when an unsettling incident occurred right before her eyes. To her surprise, a plant inexplicably fell, accompanied by a peculiar reflection in the glass. This occurrence led some to speculate that it could be attributed to a supernatural entity. The hotel staff, who had never encountered such an event before, expressed their astonishment. Could this imply that something beyond our realm took place? Number 12. You might have heard of the famous Headless Horseman of Sleepy Hollow, but a similar figure is now making waves in South Africa. This mysterious apparition, captured on a security camera, appears to be a headless waiter in a hurry. Imagine opening your door to this unusual scene, a headless waiter serving food to a guest. I would rather go without food than come face to face with such a creepy sight. What do you think about this video? Do you think this is a case of orchestrated paranormal activity? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Number 11. A security camera in a home captured a chilling video that has gone viral in the Vietnamese-speaking YouTube community. The footage shows two young girls playing in the living room while their parents watch TV. Suddenly, one of the girls, dressed in white, is tripped by something invisible and thrown forward. Even more eerie, moments before the incident, the other girl in red seems to react to something in the same spot. It appears as though these girls may have an invisible and malevolent friend. What are your thoughts on this mysterious occurrence? Number 10. The concerned father who captured this video also noticed unusual occurrences in his house, particularly when he was alone at home. A mysterious noise coming from the bedroom.
This noise happens every day at this exact time.
despite his wife and baby not being present, happens daily at the same time. There seems to be no one in the room, leading to speculation about a possible ghostly figure in a white dress standing in the doorway. Is this a genuine sighting or simply a trick of the mind? Number 9. A video clip was shared with a radio station in the Philippines, depicting a man sitting alone in an empty room, patiently waiting on a hospital bed. Suddenly, he starts hearing voices coming from behind him. Perplexed, he scans the room but only catches a glimpse of a pair of legs belonging to an unseen presence. However, upon a second look, there is no one to be found. Number 8. The young man who recorded the video claims that his new apartment was extremely haunted, with sightings of shadows and intruder alerts. This particular night was no different, as he experienced a series of creepy incidents. The shadow had reappeared in his home, causing fear and unease not only for him, but also for his dog. While some speculate that it could be staged, others believe it may be a malevolent force that has entered his home. What is your opinion on this matter? Number 7.
It appears that the ghost of a woman.
In a creepy family video, a mother captured her playful kids, only to discover a mysterious ghostly figure of a woman appeared in the kids' room, resembling her deceased mother-in-law. The family firmly believed that it was the spiritual visitation of their beloved relative in that very instance. Number 6. The footage was recorded by a man sitting in a reportedly haunted house, where he witnesses ghostly occurrences almost every day. He has been regularly sharing video updates of these paranormal events. Here is what he witnessing. Number 5. During the occurrence of Hurricane Laura, a YouTuber captured a screen recording of a live event. In this recording, there was a peculiar incident where a figure seemed to vanish into a luminous sphere. Some viewers speculated that it could be a technical glitch, while others believed that the figure was using a flashlight and descending a hill. Additionally, there was an unidentified flying object spotted in the sky around the same time, which caught the attention of many. Could these two enigmatic events be mere coincidences? What are your thoughts on this? Is it plausible that something truly unusual is unfolding here? Is it possible that an extraterrestrial entity might have teleported to Earth? Number 4.
Doing this. And now.
A man named Win MC Pigs, who is experiencing paranormal incidents, has uploaded a video on their platform. In the video, he recorded multiple doors banging simultaneously after encountering the entity. Here is the footage he had captured throughout the incident.
A figure, and who has blessed us today with some new updates.
My voice. Nobody's there. Go away!
So, what are your views about this footage? Do you think it's demonic or a trick? Number 3. Hospitals, for reasons unknown, often make many people feel uneasy. Despite being places of healing and comfort, some individuals find hospitals to be unsettling and eerie. This feeling is reinforced by a video shared by a YouTube user named Infamous153, which gives more reasons to fear these medical facilities. The video starts with what seems to be a hospital employee filming a colleague, possibly during a break. While the two are joking around, the real shock comes when the person behind the camera notices something that terrifies them. Watch the video for yourself.
Ah, no mames, pasó algo, te lo juro que pasó algo, eh. Vete a la verga.
At first glance, I thought the figure passing by the door was just another staff member walking down the hallway. However, the person recording sounds frozen and panicked, suggesting something more sinister. It seems that these hospital workers had an unexpected visitor that night. To make things even stranger, the chairs and objects in the room start moving on their own, leaving us to wonder what happened in the hospital that evening. I hope the staff remained safe after that incident. What are your views about this creepy footage? Number 2. Lately, a man has been caught experiencing some unsettling events, especially during the night, involving a lot of demonic activity that has been causing him great fear. He is still attempting to understand the significance of these occurrences. Here is what he has witnessed. Number 1. While investigating an abandoned structure, the paranormal team came across a manifestation. Prior to appearing, the spirit created some noise. Subsequently, the spirit activated their devices not once, but twice. It also attempted to separate the cameraman from his crew, seemingly communicating with them. The spirit persisted in its actions, ultimately driving them away from the location through its aggressive behavior. Was all of this activity the work of a single spirit, or a family of spirits inhabiting this place? Or is this a case of orchestrated paranormal activity? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for joining me on this thrilling journey into the world of supernatural events. I hope these stories have sparked your curiosity and left you fascinated by the mysterious. Don't forget to show your support by liking and subscribing for more chilling cases. Remember to prioritize your safety and always protect yourself when facing the unknown. Until we meet again, stay safe. Claiming it was filmed in York, a place known for its haunted history, the video captures a bicycle moving on its own on the sidewalk, eventually falling over without a rider in sight. The sudden movement of the bicycle raises questions about the possible causes behind it.
The video in question shows a bicycle seemingly being ridden around on the sidewalk without anybody actually on it.
While wind could be a factor, the unusual nature of the movement suggests otherwise. Without sufficient context, it is challenging to determine the true explanation for this event. Do you think a paranormal entity was involved, or was it a result of natural or artificial factors? Share your opinions in the comments section. Number 9. Leo Tree, a popular YouTuber, uploaded a pixelated video to his channel on May 15, 2008, capturing a group of men exploring a cave. Initially uneventful, the video takes a terrifying turn around the 2.5-minute mark. When the group hears strange noises and encounters a ghostly face. The men quickly fled the cave, leaving their fate unknown. Let's hope they have moved on from this haunting experience and are living fulfilling lives. No. 8. A man named Win McPix on TikTok uploaded a video to his account, strongly advising viewers not to respond to knocking noises.
So I don't know if you're going to see what I'm seeing, but this is on repeat. This happens over and over, and then the knocking happens.
The video shows repeated instances of knocking that get louder and louder until he asks the potential spirit to stop, to no avail.
There it is, and it just goes and goes until you tell it to stop. Can you stop, please? I mean, it's just right there.
Many speculate if he is dealing with a shadow person or if it's just a visual effect. Share your theories in the comments below. No. 7. Jose Castillo, a TikTok user, and his friends often go mountain biking on wooded trails near Oaxaca, Mexico, after work. One night, while riding on a familiar trail after dark, something terrifying happens. As Jose's GoPro records, a mysterious figure suddenly appears, nearly causing a collision.
Someone or something appears out of nowhere, and Jose barely manages to swerve around it.
Upon closer inspection, the figure appears to be cloaked and wearing a translucent veil, revealing a disturbing face. Many viewers believe Jose captured the weeping woman, La Llorona, a vengeful spirit from Mexican folklore. What do you think? Share your thoughts. No. 6. Robinson, also known as Drob, frequently hosts live streams on YouTube with his friends to chat about sports and debate their favorite players and teams. One night, a startling event occurs during their stream that leaves everyone in disbelief.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo, what the hell? Bro, what the was that?
I ain't even smoking.
I'm not playing no yo, J-Rob.
I'm smoking on that.
Hold on.
Wait. Chris, you saw it?
Did I see it, bro?
Yo, what the was that?
And then Chris looked both ways like he felt his energy, like, bro.
Upon reviewing the clip, an unexplained dark figure appears to walk past John's friend Chris. Now frightened, Chris quickly turns on the light. No. 5. A Reddit user using the username pretend7580 has shared disturbing security camera footage online that has been unsettling people around the world. The footage was taken at a mall late at night, where the atmosphere was strangely quiet and uneventful. The security staff, possibly bored with their routine duties, suddenly, a strange toy can be seen moving on its own across the mall floor. The person who uploaded the video suggests that this unusual movement could be due to a simple battery problem with the toy. However, some remain doubtful and firmly believe that this is the result of a supernatural entity. What are your thoughts on this video? Does it provide evidence that even ghosts find joy in playing with toys? I would appreciate hearing your perspective on this matter. No. 4. Imagine a theater cloaked in darkness, its halls echoing with eerie sounds. Within this haunted place, a caretaker named Jay is determined to uncover the source of a mysterious noise that haunts the empty halls. Despite the absence of any living souls, the persistent noise continues to haunt Jay's senses. One night, upon investigating the noise, his gaze is drawn to an upper theater box, where he catches a fleeting glimpse of something inexplicable. With careful adjustments, Jay manages to capture the ghostly figure on camera, a little boy dressed in a suit, resembling the infamous Phantom of the Opera. Number 3. When considering your local grocery store, it may be viewed simply as a place to purchase groceries. However, even mundane locations can encounter peculiar occurrences. A video uploaded by Christopher on July 27, 2008, showcases surveillance footage from the enigmatic Isle of a Star in Connecticut. Initially appearing ordinary, the video swiftly transitions into a sequence of inexplicable events, including objects moving autonomously. The store proprietor discovered the scene the following morning and alerted the authorities, who deemed it an unexplained phenomenon. The incidents at this store remain unresolved and may forever remain a mystery. Number 2. A video was submitted to a Japanese ghost hunting team by someone claiming it was filmed by their late brother, who was interested in the paranormal. The deceased brother captured a chilling encounter in a haunted tunnel in Fukuoka Prefecture, Japan, where he heard a mysterious voice and saw a dark figure. Sadly, the man passed away in an accident shortly after filming. The ghost hunting team found nothing unusual at the location, leaving the question of whether the man unintentionally captured genuine paranormal activity before his death. No. 1. Japanese paranormal investigator Takui from the YouTube channel Takauchi Camera ventures to the deserted Sherwa village in Japan. The village, now a ghost town, has been deserted for over 28 years. Centuries-old graves of former residents can be found hidden among the decaying homes. Locals claim that the only inhabitants of Sherwa village these days are the deceased. In the darkness of the night, Takwi begins to hear unsettling sounds emanating from all directions as he explores the area. Feeling increasingly unnerved, he decides to utilize his thermal camera to uncover what may be lurking in the shadows.
めっちゃ周りからバチバチ音聞こえるから気づかれてないはずやけどよしほらほらほらほらほらほらなんか来てるなんか来てるちょっと待ってちょっと待ってなんかおるなんかおる
What he captures on the thermal camera shocks him to the core. The heat pattern resembles a human figure. Yet when Takwi scans the area with his own eyes, he sees no one. Suddenly, the figure charges towards Takwi, prompting the investigator to flee in a panic. As we conclude our exploration of paranormal entities, we leave you with this question. Do you believe in their existence? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more videos on supernatural entities. Until we meet again, stay cautious of your surroundings as you never know what lurks in the darkness.
I can already hear noises coming from inside these buildings behind me. I have to go.
The spine-chilling silence of an abandoned hospital and the cold, lifeless bodies in its morgue is enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. But what if there was something more sinister lurking in these once bustling medical facilities? Ghostly apparitions, unexplained noises, and inexplicable occurrences have all been reported in haunted hospitals across the world. These places, where life and death meet, seem to hold on to their pasts, making them hotbeds for paranormal activity. Ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, we will explore the history and hauntings of these macabre hospitals and morgues, and will attempt to uncover the truth behind their ghostly reputations. So are you brave enough to witness this chilling video all alone? No. 10. Château de Brissac, Maine-et-Loire, France.
Bienvenue au château de Brissac, qui est un monument assez emblématique de l'Anjou. Emblématique d'abord par sa monumentalité, vous voyez, c'est cette masse formidable de...
Château de Brissac, located in the Loire Valley in France, is a castle that dates back to the 16th century. In the early 1900s, it was converted into a hospital and served as a medical facility during both World War I and World War II. It is estimated that over 10,000 patients died within its walls. Number 9. Danvers State Hospital, USA. The Danvers State Hospital, located in Danvers, Massachusetts, was a psychiatric institution that opened in 1878 but closed in 1992 due to financial difficulties. The hospital grounds included 2 cemeteries where 770 bodies were buried.
It says, "Here rest former patients of Danvers State Hospital. With love, we remember your names. The ex-patients of the Danvers State Memorial Committee, 2002.
These burial sites have become known for their alleged supernatural activity, with visitors reporting hearing screams, loud noises, and cries coming from the area. No. 8. Royal Hope Hospital, USA. Royal Hope Hospital in Florida, USA, was once a Spanish military hospital from 1784 to 1821. It has since been demolished. Visitors to the Spanish Military Hospital Museum often hear strange sounds and unexplained occurrences, such as moving beds and sliding beverage jars, and the haunting sound of marching feet in an unoccupied upstairs area is frequently reported by guests. No. 7. Dow Hill Hospital, India. Dow Hill Hospital, situated in Kurseong, West Bengal, is renowned as one of the most haunted hospitals in India. Legend has it that the ghost of a headless boy wanders the hospital corridors and the surrounding forest. Additionally, the hospital is infamous for various eerie occurrences, like mysterious footsteps, shadowy figures, and inexplicable sounds. 6. Sai Ying-pun Psychiatry Hospital, Hong Kong, constructed in 1892. Sai Yingpun was also utilized as a Japanese World War II structure and later converted into an execution site for the Japanese military. After the war, it became a mental health facility but fell into disrepair. Reports of strange occurrences began in the 1970s after it was abandoned, earning it the nickname High Street Ghost House. Visitors have reported hearing a woman crying, loud noises, mysterious footsteps, and seeing a ghostly figure in traditional Chinese clothing engulfed in flames on the second floor. Number 5. Pennhurst Asylum, Chester County, PA. Initially, when Pennhurst opened in 1908, it admitted individuals with physical and mental disabilities. However, like other facilities at the time, Pennhurst also housed inmates. As the institution reached the 1960s, it faced challenges such as overcrowding, lack of funding, and deteriorating infrastructure, yet it continued operating until 1987. It became a popular tourist attraction due to its reputation for being haunted.
This place had such a strange feeling to it, and it even affected our electronic equipment, making everything act wonky. I just dropped it.
According to the website Weird NJ, which focuses on ghost hunting, a voice was recorded on tape saying, "We're upset," within the hospital grounds. Additionally, a female voice was heard asking, "Why won't you leave?" No. 4. Knockton Hall Hospital, England. Knockton Hall Hospital, located in Knockton, Lincolnshire, England. Dates back to 1530 when it was originally a manor house. Following its transformation, the building served as a convalescence home for wounded American officers during the First World War. According to reports, a young girl was tragically raped and murdered by the son of the manor house owner. Presently, witnesses have claimed to have witnessed her ghostly presence haunting a specific room within the building, with many asserting to have seen her apparition by the side of the window at precisely 4:30 a.m. Number 3. Taunton State Hospital, USA. Constructed in 1854, this former psychiatric hospital has a chilling past. Jane Toppin, a notorious serial killer who admitted to killing a minimum of 31 people while serving as a nurse, was among the facility's most infamous residents. Rumors suggested that certain doctors and nurses at Taunton engaged in satanic practices in the basement. Since then, the basement has been rumored to be haunted by a mysterious, shadowy figure who lurks and climbs the walls to observe the patients within the hospital. Number 2. The Haunted University College Hospital, London, UCLH, established 187 years ago, has gained a global reputation for its groundbreaking medical research. However, if you were to explore its corridors during the night, you might encounter something unexpected. It is rumored that within UCLH resides the spirit of Lizzie Church, a nurse who tragically met her fate while serving there in the early 20th century. As per the history, Lizzie unintentionally administered a lethal dose of morphine to a patient who happened to be her fiancé. Overwhelmed by grief and guilt, Lizzie took her own life, forever haunting the halls of UCLH. Some patients have shared stories of receiving compassionate care from a nurse in an antiquated uniform, invisible to others on the ward. There are even accounts of Lizzie safeguarding medical professionals who administer morphine, guiding their actions to prevent a repetition of her fatal error. No. 1. The Clark Air Base Hospital. The Clark Air Base in Pampanga, Philippines is known for its ghostly tales, especially the abandoned Clark Hospital. Once a medical facility for American servicemen, the hospital became deserted when the U.S. military left in the 1990s. The hospital has a dark history of wartime suffering and tragic events, leading to rumors of it being haunted by spirits. One of the most well-known tales associated with the Clark Hospital revolves around the infamous White Lady. It is believed that this ghostly figure roams the hallways of the abandoned building. According to legend, she was a nurse who tragically lost her life during the war. Additionally, witnesses have also shared their encounters with the ghost of a serviceman in the nearby Clark Museum. Furthermore, the spirits of former patients and prisoners of war, including children who passed away at the hospital, are also said to linger. Visitors have even claimed to witness bloodstains on the walls and hear bone-chilling cries and screams. Conclusion: we appreciate your presence today as we explore the world's most haunted hospitals. These locations are not only filled with ghostly tales, but also serve as poignant reminders of our past. Reminders to show respect and kindness to both the living and the deceased. If you enjoyed our content, please consider supporting us by liking and subscribing to our channel.
Hey!
Oh my god! No! What the fuck's happening? It's pointing towards the door. Did you just come in? Yes! Holy shit! Wait, dude, we gotta listen to this because it's saying something.
Just behind you, there's a doll. It's moving. You should turn around. Look at it.
What? Oh, I don't. Holy. Yeah, it's totally moving. I see it now.
Ghosts, apparitions, and spooky occurrences have fascinated the human psyche for centuries. We watch horror movies and read ghost stories with a mix of fascination and fear. But in some cases, the terror becomes real when individuals encounter supernatural occurrences in their own lives. In this video, we will explore some of the most documented real-life haunted cases and their chilling details. So, are you ready to explore the petrifying cases? No. 5. The Villisca Axe Murders. In 19 rocked by a horrific axe murder that claimed the lives of 8 individuals, including 6 innocent children. Among the victims were Josiah and Sarah Moore, along with their 4 children and 2 young visitors, all of whom were discovered in a gruesome state. Josiah, a respected businessman and active church member, was among those brutally murdered. The tragic incident took place while the victims were asleep, likely around or after midnight, with each one found in bed, their heads concealed by bedclothes, and their skulls brutally struck 20 to 30 times with the blunt side of an axe. To this, spirits of the deceased continue to linger within the infamous Villisca Axe Murder House. Today, the house has become a popular tourist destination, offering overnight accommodations for the brave-hearted. Those who have spent the night at the Villisca Axe Murder House have recounted encounters with the spirits, including being touched, pushed, and even scratched by the restless souls of the victims. Number 4. The Bell Witch Haunting. The Bell Witch Haunting is a renowned and ancient instance of paranormal phenomena in the United States. From 1817 to 1821, John Bell and his family were tormented by an enigmatic and unseen spirit, now referred to as the Bell Witch.
This place is terrifying. Wait till you hear the story.
This is known online as America's greatest ghost story. And this location is home to the only death confirmed by supernatural causes in history. Up until this video, I didn't think the supernatural had ever taken a life before.
I've never heard of that before.
This witch, demon, spirit, whatever you call it, tormented a family starting in 1817 for 4 years, ending up taking one of their lives. And tonight, we try to figure out why.
And what is the Bell Witch?
According to the legend, this witch possessed the ability to communicate, transform its shape, and be present in multiple locations simultaneously.
It's not so it's usually not what like physically feel, it's what you emotionally feel when you go in the cave especially. Like for me, there was a certain point where I wouldn't go alone in the cave anymore.
Really?
Because when I first started working there, I didn't believe in any of this stuff. I grew up here in this town and it's a big deal. I go into a small school, so everybody talks about it.
Yeah.
Right.
And you get down there and it's fun and you can tell your buddies, yeah, it's no big deal, blah, blah, blah. And then something happens. It's like, okay, that's not so much fun anymore.
It all began with peculiar noises and persistent knocking on their doors, gradually escalating to physical assaults on family members. The family also claimed to have heard voices and witnessed strange apparitions.
My mom's been attacked in the house twice. Scratches.
On face?
On her face, and then the other ones were behind her ear. Those bled.
A lot of the story has to do with scratches and slaps and shaking beds. Do you believe all that definitely happened back then?
Yes, yes. Very rarely does people talk about being touched in the cave.
Including a bizarre creature with a dog's body and a rabbit's head. Number 3. The mysterious island of the evil dolls. The island of the dolls, also known as Isla de las Muñecas, is a small island situated to the south of Mexico City. It gained notoriety during the 1950s when Julian Santana Barrera, a resident of the island, claimed that it was haunted by the spirit of a young girl who had tragically drowned in the waters nearby. In an effort to appease the spirit, Barrera began adorning the trees on the island with hundreds of dolls. After Barrera's death in 2001, the island became a popular tourist destination, with visitors claiming to see the dolls moving, whispering, and even opening their eyes.
Just behind you, there's a doll. It's moving. You should turn around and look at it.
What? Oh, I don't know. Holy. Yeah, it's totally moving. I see it now.
Some also reported feeling a creepy atmosphere on the island, with the dolls appearing to follow them as they walk.
They're not trying. That's just how they.
Is there somebody here? I'm not here to bother or rob anything. I was just here exploring. I thought it was a baby.
Hey everyone. To all the fellow seekers and YouTube family out there, I'm glad to have you back. Today, we're embarking on a thrilling journey into the enigmatic realm of haunted and paranormal entities. So, are you ready for a collection of chilling stories that are bound to give you goosebumps throughout the video? Here are some unprecedented details about the 7 real-life nerve-tingling haunted cases. Number 7. The Headless Man. Steph Chambers captured something creepy on her camera. Upon reviewing the footage, she noticed a headless pedestrian walking down the road. It's uncertain whether it was a ghost or something else entirely, but it was undeniably bizarre. Steph decided to share the footage with others, as it wasn't the only sighting she had experienced. The figure eventually disappeared, but the camera continued to record. This unsettling encounter was captured in real life, without any editing.
So I figured I'd share it with you guys. There it goes, walking down the road. And this also isn't the only sighting. And then disappears. And the camera's still rolling.
Steph was clearly disturbed by this encounter with a walking corpse, but some may argue that there is nothing wrong with someone who simply wanted to clear their head. Some people may believe that Steph captured a ghost, while others may think it was just a strange coincidence or a trick of the light. Regardless of what it was, the footage certainly left a lasting impression on Steph. What are your thoughts on this peculiar incident? Number 6. Unexpected. Jet Bueno has recently become the proud owner of a small internet cafe in Manila, Philippines. It was during the late hours of one particular evening when Jet's girlfriend, Jen, arrived at the cafe to diligently attend to some crucial paperwork. With only their cat, Boog, for company, Jen experiences a series of strange events that leave her bewildered. As the scene unfolds, it can be seen that the headphones and a keyboard fall off the desks, causing Jen to feel extremely anxious. She quickly leaves the cafe and contacts her boyfriend. The cafe owner's reassurance helps calm her nerves, so she goes back inside to gather her belongings. However, as Jen turns off the lights, a chair moves towards her unexpectedly, startling her. In a panic, she throws her paperwork on the chair and runs away. The cafe owner posts CCTV footage on social media. Jen and her boyfriend, who have never talked about the supernatural before, both claim to have never experienced anything like this before. The question remains, is this real or just a well-planned hoax? The decision is up to you. Number 5. I am gonna kill you. In this scenario, Derek narrowly escaped a dangerous situation in North Bruce, a small community in central Ontario known as the Devil's Elbow. The mansion remains abandoned and unwanted due to its eerie atmosphere and questionable history. John, an urban explorer, decided to explore the mansion alone at night, but encountered strange noises. He suspected someone else was inside playing tricks on him. Suddenly, a man's voice screamed, "I'm gonna kill you," causing John to flee in fear.
Is there somebody here? I'm not here to bother or rob anything. I was just here exploring. I thought it was a bad.
The identity and intentions of the person in the house remain unknown. Some viewers find it highly unlikely that it was another explorer. As the urban exploration community usually supports and assists each other, it is more plausible that it was just a homeless person who didn't want any visitors. However, since John ran out before seeing anyone, the truth behind the scream will likely remain a mystery. Number 4. Ghostly apparition. Rocky Mills, a builder restoring a house from the early 1900s, has a chilling encounter that compels him to flee in terror. While inspecting a cabinet crown, he becomes suspicious of an unauthorized presence. As he turns towards a door leading to the basement, he senses a presence closely trailing behind him. The perplexing situation raises the question of how someone could have tampered with the phone without leaving any trace. The eerie atmosphere is heightened by a faint scratching noise from the nearby floor. Despite the possibility of open doors and windows explaining the strange occurrences, there remains an unsettling feeling.
Hello? Who is it? Shush.
What do you think might have happened in this house? Share your thoughts. Number 3. Enigmatic silhouette. In this scenario, Crystal and Damien, the content residents of their dream house, have encountered some strange occurrences that leave them baffled. To gather evidence of these unexplainable events, they decided to install cameras throughout their home. On the night of August 6, 2022, one of the security cameras in the hallway captured something truly unsettling. The incident took place at midnight. Although they were unsure of the exact nature of what they witnessed, they speculated that it could be a prank or someone knocking on their door. most eerie part of the video is when the couple is in the kitchen. Out of nowhere, plates fell from the cabinet as if they had a mind of their own, almost as if they were trying to put an end to the argument. This frightening encounter prompted Crystal and Damien to attempt a seance to rid their house of any lingering spirits.
They're not trying. That's just how they.
However, their efforts to resolve the situation only made things worse. The shower door began shaking on its own, intensifying the terror they felt. The events that unfolded in their house that night remain a mystery, leaving us all curious for more information. Whether you believe this to be a paranormal occurrence or not, the decision is entirely up to you. Number 2. Ghostly apparition. In this video, a man named Dino Nugget makes a difficult decision to relocate to a different house after enduring the torment of a malevolent entity in his previous residence. He longed for a fresh start, hoping that the new place would be devoid of any supernatural disturbances. Unfortunately, much to his dismay, the entity managed to track him down once again. As the days turned into weeks, the malevolent entity's presence grew stronger. Dino's nights were filled with restless sleep, plagued by vivid nightmares and the feeling of being suffocated by an unseen force.
Hello?
To compound his mounting anxiety, a door suddenly swung open and swiftly closed. It became evident to Dino that the entity was fixated on him. But what could it possibly be? Number 1. Enchanted elevator. The eerie elevator ride that was caught on CCTV is truly unlike anything you have ever witnessed. A woman, completely unaware of what was about to unfold, found herself alone in the elevator, subjected to a series of unsettling events. The elevator skipped floors and ignored her intended destination, causing panic to consume her. Despite her pleas for help, her calls went unanswered, and the elevator continued its seemingly endless descent. Just when all hope seemed lost, it abruptly halted on a floor engulfed in complete darkness, a floor she had never laid eyes upon before. After stepping out of that elevator, she mysteriously vanished without a trace and remains missing to this day. What adds to the spine-chilling nature of this video are the peculiar details. The glitching footage, where individuals enter the closed elevator doors, prompts thoughts of parallel universes. Furthermore, as the elevator ascends, a mysterious face and a yellow floor reminiscent of those found in the back rooms make an appearance. While it is highly probable that this video is a result of skillful editing, one cannot help but contemplate the existence of gateways connecting parallel dimensions. Do you personally believe in the plausibility of such phenomena? We welcome you to share your thoughts in the comments section below. As we wrap up our investigation into the domain of haunting spirits, we sincerely appreciate your presence on this thrilling expedition. Remember to subscribe and show your support by liking our channel for additional spine-chilling content, paranormal entities from other dimensions. Over the years, numerous terrifying cases of individuals being taken over by demons and other unearthly entities have been reported. Today's video is also about demonic possession, a phenomenon that has long captivated and instilled fear in people across the world. It is a belief that malevolent entities, often referred to as demons, take control of a person's body and mind. The possessed individual may exhibit drastic changes in behavior, speech, and physical abilities, often displaying characteristics that are beyond their normal capabilities. Take a look at these potential cases of demonic possessions, and let me know if you think these malevolent evil spirits can take control of our bodies against our will. Number 5. Restless nights. Dale Pendlebury, a well-known YouTuber, was plagued by severe sleep disturbances and was determined to uncover the root cause. Despite ensuring he got a sufficient amount of sleep, Around 7 to 8 hours each night, he would wake up every morning feeling as if he hadn't slept at all. Driven by his determination to find answers, Dale took the initiative to set up a camcorder to record himself while he slept. Little did he know, the footage would reveal something completely unexpected. The camera, ingeniously designed, only captured motion or audio, sparing Dale the need to fast forward through uneventful moments. As he meticulously reviewed the recorded tape, everything initially seemed normal. However, as the nights went on, strange incidents began to unfold. In the dead of the night, it became clear that something was forcefully moving him in his bed. Bizarre noises persisted throughout the following night, and at one point, Dale suddenly sat up, his face expressionless, and his eyes wide open, staring directly at the camera. Without uttering a single word, he then collapsed back onto his bed. Finally, on one particular night, an inexplicable event took place, leaving viewers unsure whether the events captured on tape were genuine or stage. The authenticity of the footage was confirmed by numerous comments on his video, but the final judgment is up to you. Number 4. A woman's demonic encounter. This footage was captured by a CCTV camera that had been installed in a supermarket in China. The incident occurred in 2016 when a woman who appeared to be possessed was caught shopping. As per the surveillance footage, it was evident that she was under the influence of an evil spirit. At first, she seemed calm as she browsed through the shopping aisle, carefully examining the products. However, things took a sudden turn when something fell behind her on its own. She promptly picked it up and placed it back in its original position, but her behavior drastically changed. If I were personally faced with such a situation, I would swiftly exit the premises. Despite the attempts made by others to assist her, the situation only escalated. However, it was commendable to see other shoppers display remarkable courage by coming together to try and pacify her. Unfortunately, their efforts did not yield the desired results. Eventually, the woman was stabilized and escorted out of the store. What would you have done if you were caught in such situation? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Number 3. The Demon's Grip.
Você não é poderoso. Você não é poderoso. Jesus, Deus está aqui. Deus é maior do que tudo. Você não é poderoso.
The focal point of this video revolves around the topic of demonic possession. A few years back, an employee at a hospital in Brazil shared this footage. The person who uploaded it claimed that the man in the video had been shot and brought to the hospital for treatment. However, when the medical staff commenced their efforts to resuscitate him, he abruptly sat up and burst into laughter.
Pai nosso que está no céu, santificado o vosso nome. Venha a nós o vosso reino. Seja feita a vossa vontade. Assim na terra como no céu.
This unexpected behavior sparked various theories, from drug use to acting. Yet, the uploader insisted that the video was genuine and unedited. The man didn't just laugh. He also started speaking strangely. Whether he was possessed or not, his behavior was unusual.
Lúcifer! Está incorporado com o santo, né? Está incorporado com o santo. Quero ver se o santo vai segurar a tua vida isso. Quero ver.
The video doesn't reveal what happened to him in the end, but one thing's for sure, witnessing such an event would make anyone reconsider their job at that hospital. Number 2. The Possessed Child. Another video has emerged showcasing a child's demonic possession. In 2016, a peculiar incident unfolded in the home of Chuck and Kate Booth, residing in the United States. The couple had recently welcomed their precious bundle of joy, Connor. Like responsible parents, they had installed nanny cams in and around the room to monitor their little ones remotely. However, one fateful night, they were startled by unsettling noises emanating from Connor's room. The following day, they reviewed the footage captured by the nanny cam, only to witness Connor engaging in peculiar behavior that was far from typical for a baby. The situation took a darker turn when the baby momentarily climbed to the edge of his crib. In those few seconds, it was evident that something was wrong. The strange shriek he emitted and the peculiar color of his eyes raised further questions. And that's not all. The most bizarre aspect was that the baby managed to balance on the edge of his crib without any support, maintaining this position for over half a minute. It is highly unlikely that this feat was solely due to his innate sense of balance. Fortunately, baby Connor remained unharmed. However, when the video clip surfaced online, it sparked a heated debate, with some dismissing it as a fabrication. Chuck and Kate vehemently denied any tampering, asserting the authenticity of the footage. I will refrain from passing judgment, as the responsibility for judgment lies with you. What are your views on this case? Number 1. A man possessed by evil. This recording is believed to have originated in the 1970s and was reportedly discovered in an individual's attic in Iowa. We regret to inform you that the full version of this footage is too disturbing and violent. The video starts with an individual approaching a possessed person lying in bed who appears extremely thin and is breathing heavily while staring straight ahead. Suddenly, a nearby door opens on its own. Unfortunately, the next part is eerie and unsettling, but it seems that the person starts removing their fingernails one by one while still hunched over, not just a simple hangnail, but the entire nail. The individual then looks directly at the camera, and the scene abruptly changes. It appears that this entity takes pleasure in pain, as it is shown sitting upright in bed, smiling and laughing in a demonic manner in the captured scene. The bedridden figure thrashes about wildly, screaming, and proceeds to do something unimaginable. It starts cutting its lips and neck with a razor blade, resulting in a complete bloodbath and disfigurement. This particular scene makes up a significant portion of the video. At one point, the possessed individual removes his lips and stares directly at the camera, revealing jagged and bloody teeth. The last scene shows him slicing his throat, giving the impression that survival is impossible. We sincerely hope that all of this is simply the result of makeup and special effects. If so, it is incredibly convincing and well executed. What are your thoughts? Do you believe it's real or fake? That brings an end to chilling cases of demonic possession. And in closing, I would like to ask you all, have you ever come across an individual displaying symptoms of demonic possession? Share your valuable views in the comments section below. Elevators are a common feature found in buildings worldwide, providing a convenient and efficient way to travel between floors. However, some elevators have gained a reputation for being more than just a mode of transportation. Ladies and gentlemen, today's video is all about haunted elevators. Haunted elevators have captured the interest of many, with reports of unexplainable events and eerie encounters taking place within these enclosed spaces. From sudden drops and strange malfunctions to ghostly apparitions and unsettling experiences, haunted elevators have sparked numerous spooky stories and urban legends. Some believe that these occurrences are linked to tragic events that have taken place in or around the elevator, while others attribute the hauntings to restless spirits seeking to make their presence known. Regardless of your beliefs in the supernatural, The idea of being trapped inside a haunted elevator can be a terrifying thought. So, here is a compilation of haunted elevator encounters that will make you think twice before you step inside one. Number 7. The mysterious elevator of abandoned naval base. Experiencing a spine-chilling encounter with a haunted elevator that functions without electricity can leave an indelible mark on those who witness it. The eerie video showcases an abandoned naval base where a group of demonologists captured footage of an elevator operating mysteriously without any power source. This naval base has long been deserted, rendering it devoid of electricity. Are you brave enough to take a ride on this enigmatic elevator? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Number 6. Unstoppable. In 2014, Jose had a heart-failing experience in Chile. He entered an elevator, expecting a usual ride, but instead found himself in a nightmare. The elevator immediately shot upwards at a very high and alarming speed, causing panic in Jose's mind. He desperately pressed every button of the elevator, but the elevator seemed to have a mind of its own, ignoring his all commands. As each floor passed, Jose's fear grew until it reached its peak point. Despite the shock, he discovered a light of hope on top of the elevator. It became his only safe place. Jose's experience emphasizes the frightening truth about elevator malfunctions and serves as a reminder of the delicate balance between safety and destruction. What are your thoughts on this story? Do you believe that a malfunction was responsible for this incident, or there may have been a paranormal entity involved? Number 5. Postman and the Spirit. In this video, a postman is caught on a surveillance camera entering an eerie elevator. The footage captures the flickering of lights on the floor where the postman is supposed to deliver his package. As he exits the elevator, a ghostly figure becomes visible, observing the postman's departure. If you were in the postman's shoes, how would you react if you were to encounter this apparition someday? Number 4. Elevator creature. In 2008, 2 office workers from Singapore entered their building to start their night shift. They were captured on video entering the building, checking in, and stepping into the elevator. Despite a slight malfunction with the elevator's camera, everything seemed normal. However, upon arriving at their floor and stepping off the elevator, a terrifying sight was revealed. One of the men appeared to be accompanied by a demonic creature that seemingly came out of nowhere. The creature was not visible in the reflection on the elevator's metal wall, which the man was leaning on throughout the ride. It was only after they stepped off the elevator that the creature appeared in the reflection. Although the men did not notice this at the time, they were later shown the footage by a security guard and were understandably creeped out. Number 3. Shadow Demon. The video was recorded in 2020 in Singapore. A woman was riding an elevator when she noticed something unusual passing by. A dark figure swiftly went by the glass elevator doors. Curious, the woman decided to investigate and went down the stairs to get a better look at the shadowy figure. As she descended multiple flights of stairs, she heard a noise coming from the flight above her. Pausing to look up, she was horrified to see the dark figure in the stairway above her, moving in a non-human manner. Frightened, the woman ran back to the elevator, but no matter how many times she pressed the close door button, the doors refused to close and kept reopening. It seemed as though the elevator was under the control of the mysterious spirit. Desperate, she fled the elevator only to come face to face with the dark shadow figure. The question remains, what was this figure, and how was it manipulating the elevator from a distance? Nearly a year later, this video still lacks a logical explanation. Number 2. Elevator stairway ghost. In this ghostly case, a woman is walking down a staircase when she comes face to face with something chilling, a ghostly figure. Stunned and frightened, she begins to run, but the shadowy figure follows, its strange presence making her worry. What's even more unsettling is the ghost's ability to vanish and then reappear out of thin air, defying all logic and reason. This puzzling encounter leaves the woman deeply shaken, questioning the reality of what she has just witnessed. Number 1. Possessed elevator. We have all experienced entering a dilapidated building and being forced to use their unsettling elevator. The thought of taking the stairs crosses your mind, but you decide to take the risk and use the eerie elevator anyway. However, this video demonstrates why you might want to opt for the stairs next time. In the footage, a woman enters an elevator but immediately looks distressed and disoriented as soon as the doors close. She drops her bag, covers her face with her hands, and leans against the door for support at one point. Her frantic gaze around the elevator suggests that she doesn't know her whereabouts. Eventually, she manages to stumble out into the building's lobby, but collapses halfway before reaching safety. She falls to her knees, covers her ears, and appears to be reacting to something that isn't visible. She then lays down, and the paranormal activity unfolds. Mysteriously, she is pulled back inside the elevator she had just exited, while the doors remain open. It appears as though the elevator was waiting for her to collapse to drag her back in. Some speculated that the woman could have been experiencing a form of psychosis, but this theory is questioned due to her normal demeanor prior to entering the elevator. The origins of this unsettling video remain unknown, but if you can identify the hotel, please share it in the comments below. In conclusion, haunted elevators are a fascinating and unsettling phenomenon that adds an extra element of fear to an already anxiety-inducing experience. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the stories and legends surrounding haunted elevators are enough to send shivers down your spine. So, the next time you step into an elevator, keep an eye out for any unexplained occurrences. You never know what paranormal activity might be lurking in the shadows. Thank you for taking out your precious time to watch this video. Please like, share, and subscribe for more eye-catching content. Until we meet again, goodbye. Number 2. The White House Hauntings. The White House, the official residence and workplace of the President of the United States, is an iconic and historic building that has served as the center of political power in America for over 2 centuries. Its recognizable white facade and impressive architecture have made it a symbol of the nation. However, behind its dignified exterior, there have been persistent rumors and stories of the building being haunted. The debate over whether the White House is truly haunted has sparked much discussion and speculation. Numerous presidents and staff members have claimed to have encountered the ghost of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States.
To make clear what the benefit... Have no fear, the ceiling is not falling that I'm aware of. Okay. Okay. Hopefully, it's an old building. Maybe Lincoln's ghost. That's quite something. Maybe it is.
No. 1. The Haunted Tower of London. The Haunted Tower of London, established by William the Conqueror in 1066, is situated in the heart of London and stands as a globally recognized symbol. Throughout its 1,000-year existence, the tower has witnessed a dark history of torture and execution, leading to rumors of haunting by the spirits of the deceased. Among these spectral apparitions, the most notable are Anne Boleyn and Lady Jane Grey, both wives of King Henry VIII, who were beheaded on his orders. It is believed that their spirits still wander the tower, lamenting their cruel fates. Anne's ghost is often sighted either carrying her severed head or appearing in a ghostly white dress near a window. Among the famous ghosts, other notable spirits include Sir Walter Raleigh, Thomas Becket, and even the young princes Edward V and Richard of Shrewsbury, who were imprisoned and presumably murdered by their uncle, King Richard III. However, it is not only the executed who haunt the tower. The oldest part of the fortress, the White Tower, is said to be haunted by the spirits of two young princes, John and Thomas, who were held captive and murdered by King Henry II. Conclusion. In conclusion, these are just a few examples of the many real-life haunted cases that continue to captivate and scare people all over the world. While some people dismiss these stories as lies or exaggerations, there are others who believe in the existence of an afterlife and the possibility of spirits in our world. Please share your thoughts on the topic in the comments section, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more engaging videos. Stay tuned for the next video. When thinking about places often connected to paranormal entities, hospitals and morgues are typically the first that come to mind. It's not surprising. Hospitals and morgues have long been associated with death and the afterlife, making them a hotspot for paranormal activity. Many reports have surfaced of ghostly figures being seen wandering the cold and sterile hallways, while others claim to have heard unexplained noises, such as footsteps and whispers in the dead of night. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin this video, it's advised not to turn off the lights for your own safety, as we are about to highlight 10 of the most bone-tingling incidents ever captured on camera in the morgues and hospitals. Number 10. If I were to witness a ghostly patient moving a wheelchair, this surveillance video would make me think twice about working the night shift at a hospital. The security camera footage shows a wheelchair moving on its own outside the hospital lobby, with no one pushing it and no explanation for its eerie motion. This raises the question of whether it's a prank, the work of a spirit, or a mischievous poltergeist. Number 9. Before I show you this clip, it is recommended that you mentally prepare yourself. The scene takes place in the morgue lobby during the late hours of the night. What adds to the strangeness is the flickering lights, as if someone is playing with the switches. Additionally, the door repeatedly slams open and shut. Surprisingly, these workers did not bother to investigate the source of these unusual events. I truly admire the bravery of morgue workers, as most people would have run away at the first sign of flickering lights. Yet these individuals had the courage to stay and even document the entire incident. Every night, they work in a place that many find unsettling, even during the daytime. Personally, I would probably only last a single day in exchange for a large sum of money, but nothing more. Number 8. Please observe this video footage recorded by a surveillance camera positioned outside a medical facility. Imagine if you were offered his position as a caretaker at a hospital, how much would you expect to be paid? Knowing that there is a ghost haunting the premises, would you still be interested in accepting the job, or would you decline? Personally, I would decline the offer, even if the monthly salary was thousands of dollars. I would rather have a boring 9-to-5 job than put my well-being at risk by potentially being possessed. Number 7. Listed as number 7, we now come across a viral video clip capturing a stature mysteriously moving on its own within the hospital premises. In the surveillance recordings, a man can be observed approaching the stature to take it away. However, just as he reaches out to grab it, the stature unexpectedly begins to move. Astonished by this paranormal activity, the man quickly retreats without any hesitation. If you were in his position, how would you have responded? Please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Number 6. The video provided showcases a hospital in Mexico capturing unsettling footage. The paranormal activity takes place in an empty corridor of the facility where a single hospital staff member is seated. According to the staff member, he was alone when a patient who was trying to leave the hospital approached him for directions to the nearest exit. This encounter left the staff member confused, as he had ensured the area was empty before taking his break. Out of curiosity, he decided to check the hospital's computer to identify the patient. However, when he viewed the security footage from that time, he was completely terrified by what he witnessed. The recorded footage reveals something deeply disturbing. The individual the nurse was addressing in the recording was not visible. Viewers have speculated that the man might have been conversing with himself or, in his belief, a supernatural entity. The identity of the entity communicating with the nurse remains a mystery, leaving her feeling disturbed by the video. Number 5. The video originates from within an Indian hospital, showing individuals whose relatives were resting in the hallway of the health facility. Further down the hallway lies the entrance to the hospital's morgue. Everything appeared calm until a mysterious black figure suddenly materialized out of nowhere. This figure took on the form of a man and proceeded to walk down the hallway towards the sleeping individuals. In a matter of seconds, the entity accelerated rapidly, zooming past the sleeping individuals and disappearing from the camera's view. Could this black figure be a ghost, or perhaps the spirit of one of the deceased individuals housed in the morgue? No one can say for certain, but the incident is undeniably chilling. Number 4. In Peru, a video was recorded in front of a hospital. An ambulance is parked and a staff member is seen entering and exiting the vehicle. The door is left open but mysteriously closes on its own. Passers-by don't notice anything strange. It is assumed that no one was inside when the door shut. However, movements are seen inside the ambulance and the door starts to open again. The figure inside remains a mystery, leaving us perplexed. Number 3. The incidents involving these ghost chairs are truly chilling, as they occurred in 2 different hospitals. The initial event was captured by a security camera at 3 in the morning, a time when the hospital was quiet with minimal activity. However, this piece was disrupted by a mysterious occurrence in one of the hospital rooms. First, a poster on the wall inexplicably tore itself off, followed by a chair in the room moving eerily as if being dragged by an unseen force until it hit the wall. Strangely, the security camera showed that no one was in the room at the time. Shortly after, drawers containing files and documents were forcefully pulled open. A similar incident took place in another hospital in Chile during the night. Nurses heard strange noises coming from a specific room, prompting them to investigate. When they watched the security footage, they were shocked by what they saw. In the video, a chair suddenly moved across the room and the IV stand also shifted without explanation. This unsettling footage left the nursing staff terrified, as they knew no one was in the room. The question of what caused the chair to move in such a way without a visible cause remains unexplainable. Number 2. There is a belief that when someone dies, their soul visits the place where they passed away. In this video from Honduras, everything seemed normal until a peculiar incident occurred. A person visiting a hospital captured a strange figure on camera at the entrance of a door on the right side. This mysterious figure was caught moving in and out of the doorway as if cautiously checking if the coast was clear before fully emerging into the hallway. Many speculate that it could be the soul of a doctor who died on the premises. The person recording the video was frightened and hid behind a nearby door. What are your thoughts on what was captured? Could it be the doctor's spirit or something else entirely? Number 1. On May 20th, 2023, a group of nurses ventured into a section of the hospital that instilled fear in many doctors and nurses, causing them to avoid entering it alone. This particular section, known as the old ER, had been abandoned for quite some time, and unfortunately, it had witnessed the passing of numerous patients, including children. Reports of the floor being haunted had been reported previously by several witnesses. So one fateful night, when the group of nurses were working on the night shift, they decided to pay a visit to the floor, merely seeking some amusement.
You guys, haunted ER?
What about it?
We're gonna go.
No.
Haunted ER, haunted ER.
Little did they anticipate the terrifying events that would unfold during their time there. The subsequent footage captures the spine-chilling occurrences they experienced.
You see anything?
What?
Oh. Oh, it's a doll. Whoa. Yeah, it's just a little doll. It has training.
Oh, it's a train doll, yeah.
Put it here.
It's still weird though, yeah.
It's weird. Nah, look at her.
Oh, that's so weird.
So weird.
Oh, that's freaky.
That concludes our today's video. Please like, subscribe, and share your valuable feedback in the comments section. I look forward to your comments. See you soon with another intriguing video.
Do you need help? Do you need help? Moving wreck. What the hell was that? What is that? Hola? I don't know if that's a person.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first thought that lingers in our mind after hearing the word cemetery is a cold and creepy place. Probably not the right place for the faint-hearted. Over the years, there have been several paranormal activities reported in cemeteries, from being home to the unsatisfied spirits to the otherworldly beings. Our today content centers on some of the paranormal entities that have been reported in cemeteries, stories of which will give you sleepless nights. The details are as follows. Number 10. This is the reason why it is advisable to avoid cemeteries during the nighttime. Franco TV's host had revisited a cemetery in Peru where he had previously heard the sound of a woman laughing near the famous witch's grave.
Hello? I'm trying to see if I hear it. A minute ago, right while I was starting the video, I did hear what sounded like someone yelling, but it ceased to happen again.
Later in the evening, while exploring a dark hallway, he suddenly witnessed a moving object. Intrigued by the whistling sound coming from the hall, Frank decided to uncover the source of it. To his surprise, he discovered a figure standing in the darkness.
I don't know if that's a person. I'm hearing noises. It looks like they're just standing there.
Despite making his way out, he was compelled to further investigate and return to the spot where he saw the person.
I did hear what sounded like a woman talking, and there is what looks like someone standing there. At least from my perspective, it looks like someone just standing there, not even moving an inch. But I'm gonna go back in again because I guess that's the point of this all, is just to go check it out.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, a ball materialized and rolled towards him, followed by the reoccurrence of the whistling sound. However, he found nothing upon further examination.
It got quiet. And the whistling is haunting.
Number 9. This video has been captured at a haunted cemetery located in York, Maine. Legend has it that a white witch named Mary was laid to rest here in 1776, and her apparition is frequently spotted wandering the premises. Interestingly, children playing at a nearby playground have claimed to encounter an unseen woman who enjoys pushing them on the swings. In this peculiar footage, an individual captures a mourner kneeling by Mary's grave in the cemetery. It appears as if a ghostly figure is reaching out its ethereal hand to comfort the man. What do you think about all of this? Number 8. The well-known Battle of Gettysburg. During the Civil War occurred at Gettysburg National Park in Pennsylvania. This significant location also houses the Gettysburg National Cemetery, where approximately 5,000 Union and Confederate soldiers were buried. During a visit, a tourist noticed unusual orbs in the trees and decided to record them on camera. To their surprise, upon reviewing the footage,
Look at that orb up in the tree. Wow, did you see that flashing?
discovered eerie figures resembling Civil War soldiers appearing and walking around the area. Unaware of their presence at the time of filming, this unexpected occurrence added an even more extraordinary element to her experience. Number 7. In August of 2018, an incredible event was captured on Google Street View, a ghostly sighting. 2 apparitions were spotted as a user was navigating near Martha Chapel Cemetery in Texas. The footage, derived from the Google Street View, featured a mysterious girl peeking behind a tree to the right. While some dismissed it as a random sighting, the spooky grayish face of the girl raised suspicion. Additionally, the appearance of another figure cloaked among the gravestones further fueled speculation. Some believe it is concrete evidence of a ghostly presence, while others argue it could simply be a leaf.